Hello, welcome to another episode of SDS, and we are here for the first roundup of the season. Why am I doing all that? Looks happy to be back this season. It's let me try again. The 26-27 Premier League roundup season begins now.
SDS hype, man.
This is your first lineup of the season, guys. They don't look that happy to be back. I am buzzing to be back. It's the first episode where we are the reigning champions. Okay, so I'm your host for today, your current Premier League title holder, reigning champions, Arsenal mega fan, Sharky. Next to me, we have relegation survivor. Here, didn't know if he'd be here this season because we're talking about 26-27 season. He might not even be on the show anymore, but his contract did get renewed. We saw the rumours, SS Sofa Score was posting all that stuff. The contract got renewed. He made it to another season, but we're signing him on a season by season. So one season deal because of his age.
You see Tom Garrett as a new EFL show. I told him, I said, yeah, he was in negotiations, Rob, until the last 2 weeks.
Steve the madman on one side, Tom Garrett on the other. Yo, bidding for me.
Fuad has extended his contract for one season deal. We're going to see season to season.
One season contract is not a lot of confidence, but we take it.
I understand it.
Yeah,
I understand it. Back 17th, I understand it. You know what I mean?
And also back for this season, we have a great pairing of Manchester United fans. Very positive going into this season. Man United fans have been and continue to be. We've got Adam McCullough on other platforms, similar to us at the club, saying 21 is coming. We've got Liban from SDS, who couldn't be here today due to unknown reasons, saying United will finish first.
Convenient.
So United fans are very positive. You two put your team respectively in second and third for the season. Still very likely, 37 games left. It's Lyes and As Biscuits.
Can we address something? Why is Liban not here?
Honestly,
Was he asked?
he was asked.
Of course he was asked. He had us winning the league title. He bet.
He couldn't make it. He's obviously a busy man.
Was there any reasons why he couldn't make
He's
it?
in the gym right now.
I don't know. It's undisclosed.
But you see
But we will be calling him at some point today.
I hope so.
Because he does need to answer the
See, this is
question.
what Liban does, though, huh? I clocked with Liban because he's done this a few times now.
What does he do?
Liban likes to write checks for me and you to cash in. That's true. It's happened numerous times, bro.
What's the old saying? Work smart, not hard.
Yeah, it's true. He said he dropped a pipe bomb last week about Man United winning the league.
Let these dudes deal with it.
And do not disturb when you try calling him. Say no more,
It's
Liban.
like Yamar cashing checks from Mourinho to cash in the World Cup. It's the same thing. But you lot will cash it in.
Still
That was
fucking going on
he
about
managed to make him up
That's the
Mourinho.
World
That's
Cup
good.
winner and a
That's
Premier
good.
League winner.
I can't even chat on that.
You can't talk about
Good comparison, honestly.
But obviously, the first game we're going to talk about has to be Manchester United's opening game of the season, away to Hull City. And you know what a wise man once said? I didn't believe in magic until I saw Michael Carrick turn to Ruben Amorim.
You see what you're doing now?
You see
I've never seen that quote, by the way, in my comment section more than I have the last week, bro. You know what?
That quote is gonna kill us.
You know I can't drop a video without that being the
It
first.
has to be the
First comment.
I need a Bleacher Report graphic. Someone please make a Bleacher Report graphic with Lies.
Yeah,
and I need
the
that
quote
quote there. I need to drop that.
But that one, that's why everyone's been remixing it recently. That's the best one. The character ever. Killed me, bro.
But how does it feel?
So we got you making noises up here.
You know he used to charge people to do that, huh? Now he does it for free.
It's free on SDS, man. People want to get it.
Yeah.
He used to say, yo,
Cameo.
send me give me a sub on Twitch and I'll do it
Yeah,
for you.
and then you'll
Now
get it.
he's
That'd be
doing it
nice,
free
yeah.
of charge.
Hey, it's worth it. You got mauled by the Tigers.
Oh, my days.
So, first game, Hull City beat Manchester United 2-0.
Dark, man.
But what's with the crash out, guys? I've seen both your videos. Why so angry?
I
It's
didn't
only one
crash
game.
out that much, man.
You said I'm not going to crash out and you crashed out.
That was
veins.
the best crash out.
There was slight veins.
Come on, you've seen crash outs. That was not.
I've seen crash outs,
Yeah,
but to the levels you were at after one game, you weren't fully crashed out.
Nah.
But I have a feeling you could be by game week 3 if it carries on like this.
Bro, whole city, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the crash out. It's not even about we played really badly.
Yep.
We lost.
Correct.
First game of the season, all reasons to be annoyed. Hull City, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's the part.
You know their manager just got given a new contract and a pay rise today.
After beating
We're
us.
changing lives out here, bro. We're changing lives, bro. This is bigger than football, man.
The worst part is I had him being, with the
We
SDS
changed his
predictions.
podcast life for it.
SDS predictions, I had him as being the first manager to be sacked.
Bro, they're the favorites to go down. You know, Hull City last year
Tell 'em.
on underlying metrics should have been relegated.
Yeah.
Right?
From the championship.
They conceded 66 goals last season. It's the fourth most of any championship team ever. Fourth most, in the league last season. And it's the most by a promoted team, I think, since 1957.
Wow.
And they kept us to a clean sheet.
And if I'm not mistaken,
they were the 6th best championship side.
The reason they're in the
and
Prem is
first
because of
the
Southampton.
Spygate. So the reason that they were in the semi-final of the playoffs in the first place, they were picked because their other team was caught for spying on another team. So they got there luckily.
No, that's not what happened. No.
It's not from them. They don't know the team that got
because
through.
The other one was Middlesbrough versus Southampton.
Okay,
They
so
beat
that was the other side of
Millwall.
it. They were the other
Millwall,
side of it.
yeah.
But they were pipped to be relegated in the championship last season. Like they
Before
were a
the
team
season started.
before the season started, and they ended up making the playoffs, which obviously big credit to them.
But they
more
were
than
the bottom
anything,
place
more than
playoff
anything, it was
No,
obviously
they
the preparation is when you're going to play a promoted team.
Correct.
Going into the first game of the Premier League, you expect them to be ready and raring to go.
100%.
And there was only one team that was ready and ready to go in that game. That was the thing that frustrated me. When you're asking why that was a crash out, is because we looked like we were still on holiday. Like it was still pre-season. The lack of intensity was the most frustrating thing for me. Obviously, you expect Hull to be strong from set pieces. You expect them to be coming into. You expect the stadium, by the
You
way,
expect it, of course.
was unbelievable. The atmosphere in there was ridiculous for a
You
12
went away
kickoff.
to Brentford,
Promoted
first
side,
game of the
yeah.
season of
Yeah,
5-6 years
Sergi
ago.
Canos, I remember,
Same result, we lost 2-0, yeah. So you expect it, but it is funny to me how what the difference of a few days makes. Because a few days before the season started, everyone believes. That's the great part. Everyone believes.
Yeah.
And it's only one game in because last season, the first game, you lost to Arsenal 1-0 at Old Trafford and you guys celebrated.
Who celebrated?
Once again, good friend of the show, Adam McCullough. After that game, when you lost 1-0, he said, "I seen it."
Yeah, he did say
I
that.
seen it. I saw something.
I remember.
I remember.
Adam said that. Adam said that.
Everyone likes to cash in. I gotta catch the bait, bro.
You lost 1-0, and he's seen it. On this very pod, I couldn't be here. I was away in Asia on tour with Beta Squad, but Hasib's win please got overshadowed by the fact that he was getting cooked for beating United. He was getting cooked for winning.
Yeah.
Hey, he ain't been on the pod since. You got a riddance, man.
But what I'm saying is,
Hold that.
it's different because last season after the first game, he took positives. This obviously I know it's Arsenal and it's Hull, but a couple of days before, some of you lot was not you guys. Sorry, I keep putting
No,
other people.
we have
check
to
that
pay
they cash.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
forget about other people. We're gonna call Liban in a bit. He's the one that actually deserves
Yeah,
it.
let's talk about
That's what I want to hear from
He's
you.
the one that deserves it. We'll hear from him in a second. But you guys still were very positive.
Come on,
this
bro, you're
season.
playing
I
close.
had him-
For me, you look at the start of the season on paper. You're looking at Hull City. You're looking at Ipswich. You're looking at Everton. That's as much of a dream start to a season as you can get. And look, a loss in January is the same as a loss. It's still 0 points, but momentum is a real thing, and you can build a bit of momentum. You can build a feel-good factor and really start as you go on by winning these early games. And these, with all due respect to these promoted teams, they should be gimmies for a team like Man United. And I think that's the frustration for me is now it feels like we're clawing up again. Like I know no pun intended with the whole thing, but it feels like now we're clawing to get back on track again, and now we're on the back foot already, and we're chasing. And that's what I really didn't want. I wanted this to be a nice, easy start to the season. We can all sit back.
9
then the
points.
bigger games, and then but United every single start of the season now. I was telling Cam this the other day. I said I think the last time Man United started the season strongly, I'm talking like really set a mark. No, it's probably not Ollie, bro. If you think about it, he lost to Crystal Palace the season we came second. Right? I'm thinking the last season where first 5 games we're on a roll.
Jose.
It's under Jose when we were 4-0 FC. That's
yeah.
2017. So this team won't ever give us a chance to just sit back and enjoy the season and come in positive.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I'm so frustrated, and the fact that this is one of the worst teams the Premier League has ever seen, and we made them look really, really good.
Do you put that on Carrick, or do you look at the players and think
Both.
They should have performed?
Both.
Because
yeah.
I think, as you said, there is probably blame with both. Because I think starting Dorgu left wing is coming into the new season. It worked last year for a couple of games. It was cute. It was a nice little idea, but you should have addressed that. And the fact that you've even brought Rashford back, I think maybe he should have started. I want to have a conversation about Cunha and Mbeumo though. Like, where do you lot think they should be, or what do you think they should be doing this season? And in terms of like their level, how highly do you lot rate them? Because I know we had this discussion when Cunha initially signed, and you was like, you know what, he's a good player. But I look at them and I'm like, if United want to get back to title winning, these guys even need to go up a level or two, because right now what they're offering is just not enough. Cunha is not online, and Mbeumo, I think, off the right offers something, but he's not involved for large chunks of the game. And then when he is, it's like getting on the end of things. I don't know. What
Yeah,
do you guys think?
and Mbeumo's more involved when he's playing
Bruno,
up top.
what are you expecting this season as well? That front four, for me, I looked at it and I was just like, bro, if this is what they're going in with the new season.
But the thing for me is the reason, again, another reason I was really frustrated is because there's been a lot of talk about Carrick over the summer and people saying, well, last season it happened, 1 game a week, this and that. This year you're going to find out his true level and he's going to show that he's the championship level manager. And I've kind of fought back against that because I think what he did last season now is starting to almost get like undermined, undervalued. Like he literally, I hate to keep bringing up the same point that Liban's brought up, but he picked up more points in the league than anybody. That can't just be sniffed at. Having said that, I know he's not an elite level manager. But when he gives you coaching performances like it was against this weekend, it almost feels like, damn, I've been fighting in your corner and this is what you give me. The lineup Carrick put out was so bad. Like, as someone who's coached this team now for 6-7 months, I feel like you should know your players and their strengths and what they're good at and what they're not. Dorgu has been good in games against Arsenal and City, where we're on the back foot and he's almost a bit of chaos, right? He's almost a second left back, he tracks back, he covers the flank, can pop up with the odd goal. But against a set defense like Hull, where you're just going to park in their box, what the hell are you doing with Dorgu at left wing? Cunha is not a number 9. And he played him once in preseason there. It was horrible. But Cunha's a guy that you want like drifting around, causing chaos. He's never in the box.
And Mbeumo played 9 all preseason.
And Mbeumo played 9 all preseason. Actually did well. Played 9 most of Carrick's spell last season. Bagged goals. And now you're putting him on the touchline. I just looked at him and I'm like, people are going to look at you for your coaching and this and that. But your ability to put players in the correct positions is what we praised you for last season when Amorim left. And now you're putting guys in positions where they're not going to thrive whatsoever.
Although that is true, and I agree, he's putting square pegs in round holes. You still shouldn't be losing with this quality of players. The same players that you guys all back to be finishing in the top 2, top 3, some even higher.
No doubt.
You should be beating whole City.
For sure.
So, in terms of the players, we had a couple debuts, performances, and obviously your talisman or your main guy, Bruno Fernandes, also didn't come himself in glory, and he had some quotes as well. So I want to hear about some of the players, starting off with Yuri Tillemans.
Just
it was
honest,
tough.
bro.
No,
It was terrible debut, bro.
They got my boy Chunks down.
Yeah, they compared it to...
Come on, man. Come on, bro. That's my boy. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That was another one I saw, by the way. I saw another one. Someone was like, never believed in magic till I saw Tielemans starting to chunk.
That Lyes gonna run all season.
That one killed me, bro.
No, this season, I think this season now, what we've created here at SDS is everyone's gonna start believing in magic now.
Yeah.
Something's gonna make them believe in. I never believed in magic. I'm gonna say it now before we speak about Arsenal. Until I saw Solis turn into Alexis Sanchez. How about that?
Yo, you're getting started with early Arsenal prop. I hear it.
Go on, Tillemans. Just say it. Just be real.
Okay, good. The reality is he's had 2 viral clips. Tillemans. One is that one where he was running back in Leicester, where people were saying he was running back like an auntie. That's number 1. That was number 1. Horrible when his head is even back. He's running. The
fact that he shakes the rice is hilarious.
Like a parachute is on his back. And another one is when he was at Villa. Do you guys remember when he had a camera on? And he was showing the intensity of the Premier League.
That's Newcastle pre-season.
And in that clip, it looked like, all right, cool. Tillemans is looking like, it looked quick, but from his angle, he's getting about here. The reality of the matter is that was always going to be a weakness coming into it. And it was highlighted so much due to the fact that Hull were very happy with sitting with their back 5. And anytime there was space in and around Tillemans especially, because I thought Santos did a decent enough job with being stuck in at least. Tillemans just looked like he was heavy, bro. He looked like he was still on pre-season. Obviously, he came off the World Cup where he captained Belgium and he did well for Belgium in the World Cup. But he looked gassed out, and I'm worried about throughout the rest of the season where the level of the intensity is going to be high. And that's why I mentioned it early on. If there's one thing that, and that's why we have to focus on the players a little bit as well. If there's one thing that I want as a guarantee from my team, is that the intensity level is adequate. Hull wanted every second ball more than Manchester United. They were driving through the thirds more than Manchester United wanted to. Everything was just about their heart and desire to be in the game and to take the game to Manchester United. And we didn't have that throughout the team. Tillemans especially looked lethargic. And then when it gets to that, you just feel as though Bruno Fernandes is going to drop in. And he's going to say, cool, the ball is not coming quick enough. I'm going to drop in. I'm going to start doing my, trying to make things happen over and over again. And it was just a recipe for disaster in midfield. And obviously that's why we've gone and signed someone like Baleba, because clearly there's an issue with Manchester United. And we've said it for so long, is we have to get legs in midfield. We've seen with the template of a Rice at Arsenal, for example, and we've seen it.
But that's just how the Premier League
naturally
is now.
you have to cover ground.
To be able to compete, you have to be able to cover ground. Fitness is a big thing. Physicality is a massive thing. and you guys have been lacking that. Of course, Kabaleba's the first one you've had, and probably the only one you have in that midfield right now, other than Mason Mount, who's never fit, that has the legs or is an energetic kind of player.
Yeah, but this is where for
But
me,
you guys
like,
will have signed technical players.
no,
That's what
but
you guys
hold on.
wanted.
This is where for me, like, it gets like blurred now.
But you
I
need
think,
it.
I think
It's
with Man
your full
United
comps as
though, I
well.
think a lot. That's true. I
This
definitely
is
don't,
the real
I don't
thing.
disagree with that. But to bring it up in this game, I feel like this is where
Oh,
a
not
lot
in
of
this game, no,
but
no,
I think a lot of preconceived biases are now coming into this game about I knew Man United were going to be bad this year. Well, the reason a lot of people are saying Man United are going to struggle this year is because of 4 games or 2 games a week or whatever, 4 competitions. We played 1 game, so it's not even like the other competitions that come through. It's not even like we've had the chance to without physics. We lost the whole. Hull don't have like athletes in midfield. We just got played off the park. It's as simple as
Respect
that.
Crooks and Slater, man. Respect Trout.
Bellumi. Bellumi's a player.
I got him that
He's not in the midfield. He's not in the midfield. He's in the midfield as well.
Respect Samir Jay, ex-Arsenal. Respect him.
This guy's brought up Arsenal 3 times in a Man United segment.
Mendy as well.
3 times
We
already.
got moved by Tigers, and it's not nice because the Tigers moved you.
I can't lie though. You do have to give them credit. I can't lie.
Yeah, but I want to say that there was a very, I don't know if you noticed this as well. This is the 3rd game in a row that we haven't got a win in 90 minutes against a team that plays a back 3. And with the way
I want to bring that up because I've been saying this now for the last 3 losses, bro.
Yeah.
I was there at the game against Crystal Palace. I watched it literally unfold. We don't know how to play back 3, back 5s.
especially because of our press. We press in a 4-2-4, right? Which is not too like we see other teams do this in the Premier League.
Yeah, Man City do it
As
well.
soon and this is why I have to look at Carrick a little bit as well. And he's got because I noticed this from last season. Some of our more negative result. We drew against Leeds as well in the league.
We
lost to Leeds.
at
Sorry,
home
in the
because
league
of that.
because for some reason the wingers, especially Dorgu in this case, I don't want to pile on with him. Obviously, he got hooked at half time, but he has no idea what to do when it's a back 3. Am I tracking my wing back? Am I tracking the wide centre off?
Yeah.
And that is these guys are professional footballers at the end of the day. There has to be someone that has to say at that point in time, this is the way that we're going about doing it. Because if Man United, who have shown in the preseason we want to be a front foot team and we want to press, and Bruno said this, you mentioned Bruno's comments, away from home, for whatever reason, we allowed the opposition to have the ball. You're playing against Hull City with all due respect. This is a team that was pimped to be relegated in the Championship. Most of us had them in 20th, not even relegated, by the way. We had them rock bottom. Basically, everyone on the pod had them rock bottom. All other content creators, you have to take the game to them. If you allow a team like that to get confidence, they'll kill you in set pieces. Again, set pieces.
Not even just that.
That's
If you
that's
go
how
like
you left.
Amarim
It's
time
not
again
even
as
just
well. If you have to score the first goal against these kinds of teams, man.
100%.
Because if you go down
Get the game
1-0,
open
bro,
up.
they just play 8 players in the
Easy.
box. And
Of course, it's the worst thing.
I will say this, right? I'm really annoyed at the result, but I'm not getting carried away to the point that like, it's panic stations. Yeah, I think if another bad result like that in the very
feels that
future,
way though.
but that's the way it is with Man United, right? With Man United, every result is going to be magnified. I don't think this has to be the result that defines our season. Like we could win our next 2 or 3 games. It could happen, and all of a sudden we have 3 wins out of 4, and we're okay, right? That's the important thing, that we don't lose the next game. And I look at some things with the team, and I think it's a really bad day at the office, but this should correct itself. Like they can't be, surely these players in particular can't be bad enough. My worry though, that I do think there is a serious concern here, is the defense.
I was gonna say,
this
and
is
I'm
why
sorry
for-
for bringing up another Arsenal reference, but Aiden Heaven.
But these are just individual. Like Aiden Heaven is, for me, he's not even one that I would usually focus on. He just had a bad game.
I like him.
He did struggle.
But he struggled a little bit.
But Man United, this is what I was saying to Liban in the group chat, and I'd love to hear from him soon.
Yeah, we're gonna call Liban in a second,
when Liban said we can win the league, I messaged him in the group chat. I think you're insane. I think I give us like 1% chance, and that's like you look at the competition, they just fall off a cliff. And the reason
But I
I
don't
think
trust
that
your percentage chances.
what about your?
You gave us 1% chance to beat Real Madrid in the Champions League a couple of seasons ago.
Didn't he give Arsenal 95, 50, 60% chance to win the league?
Your percentages were
are so bookie. You retired them last year. You retired your calculator last year.
percentages. That's
Whoa, listen. Me saying 50% to win the league and finish second is not as bad as you saying Real Madrid 99% chance they're going to knock out
1%
Arsenal.
faith, man.
5-1 aggregate. Yours is worse.
It happened 2 years ago, man. But my point is, okay, 1%, 0% doesn't
Leave
matter.
percentages to me. How about that?
I don't think either of us
you
should.
left the percentages alone as well.
I
You been them, bro.
There was the last couple of games I said, what percent are you on
Arsenal
now?
only won the league when he binned off the percentages, man.
I had to rejig the system.
Okay.
The maths was off. I had to rejig it.
Okay.
And now it's fixed for this season.
He didn't get a degree, man.
We jig it, don't worry.
But
You were
the
saying-
reason I said leave that, I told leave that.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did.
think we have any
The
chance of winning the
back line,
league.
yeah, the back line,
It's
not
bro,
possible.
there's never been a team as bad as Man United's back line that's won the league.
No.
And it doesn't matter who you really put out there, whether it's Maguire in heaven or whether it's Lisandro and Euro or Mazraoui or Dalot. These guys are just not elite defenders. That's a very poor back line that we're working with, and I do think that is a worry. I think United will score goals this season. I think we have talented attackers. I think we'll do better in midfield because we have good midfielders. But come on, bro.
Do you know who I feel sorry for?
Mazraoui conceded 8 crosses in one game.
Miskin. I feel sorry for Carlos Baleba. The reason why I say this, obviously now
He's
he's
got a great position. He's in a great position.
Let me tell you why I feel sorry for him. This guy already, like he's what, 21, 22 years old, very young
He's already
kid,
our
right?
savior.
He don't, like the pressure on him already to come to Manchester United, which was obviously his dream destination because we were linked with him previously, and we saw that his head went a little bit.
Correct.
He's coming off a poor season, and now the expectation for him isn't just to come and provide legs, which he can do. We know that he can do that. Is that all of a sudden United's performances have to be enhanced?
Yeah.
The
He's got the
pressure
savior
on his
gene,
shoulders to be the savior of Manchester United, I feel so sorry for him because how the hell can a kid carry that burden? It's ridiculous.
You're gonna be in his Casemiro, but everyone Casemiro came
Yeah,
in
I'll
and
fix
said,
it. Yeah, but look where he's coming with. Casemiro's coming with 5 Champions Leagues. He's got the aura to say that.
Yeah, but you have to.
He can catch
you
that
have
check.
to be a Baleba.
Now, but I'm a believer.
You know,
Are
that's
you?
It
it.
doesn't sound good when you say
Are you?
Baleba. You're a believer. That's what the whole point is.
believer, bro.
It just makes you sound like I'm a
I'm about to
like Faisal right now, bro.
Should we try here from Liba?
Let's
If you
please.
want,
I think we need to
Goodness
because
gracious.
If you want, man.
he's
Ask him if you watched the game.
yeah. That's the probably.
Why doesn't Liban tweet during games anymore?
True. Tweets before and after, tweets before Arsenal games and
Yeah.
after United games.
You know,
Yo,
Odysseus,
what you saying?
where are you, Odysseus?
you know it's crazy. He's actually going to say this leave and
at
this.
right now, still.
You're at the
You're
gym.
at the gym.
Yeah.
We're currently on the podcast.
Can you take Tielemans with you?
Like Ab said, can you take Tielemans to the gym with you?
We
Please?
need that.
You guys are moving like.
Yeah, I think the whole team needs to come right now.
Yeah. So we obviously you couldn't be here on the podcast today due to
The gym.
due to the gym clearly now, but we still need to hear from you. The people want to hear from you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's
What do you want to say? Because obviously, look, it's 37 games left. There's no,
watched it, yeah.
there's no point to dunking. Obviously, I'm assuming you've watched the game.
yeah.
There you go.
Was your Twitter broken during the game?
We didn't get live updates from you in the on your socials.
Oh, is that how you got to assess whether someone watched the game now? Yeah.
Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing here on the table. But you watched it. Now that you can confirm that you watched it, the viewers first of all they want to know why there was no post-match video on your channel.
Oh, nah. Right now, don't worry. That's another story.
Okay, so
Your thoughts?
now we've got those out of the way. Okay, so obviously there's 37 games left to win the league. How are you feeling after the first one?
Now, obviously, it's disappointing. It's not the way we want to start our season. I'm sure it came as a bit of a disappointing result for everyone, but you know,
It wasn't disappointing to
credit
me.
to Hull. Credit to Hull. What do you mean was it disappointing?
This sounds like a press conference.
Speak your heart,
This guy said it's disappointing, but credit to Hoy, you know, they worked hard.
Even now on the phone call, every time I'm trying to say something, interrupted. I want to have your own conversation.
No,
live on the pod.
No. You're live. You said it's disappointing to everyone. I said I'm not disappointed.
Okay, so
But carry on.
obviously it's disappointed. It's not how we want to start our season. Obviously, credit to Hull. Hull were better than us on everything. On Saturday, they were better to us on the first ball, second ball.
Yep.
The intensity wasn't there from the team. I don't think there was any player on the pitch for Man United. I could actually say had a good game. You know, everyone was poor. But at the end of the day, having said that, you know, I'm not going to throw my toys at the pram. It is first game of the season. I can't put it on something. Maybe it was, I don't know, rustiness. Maybe some players weren't fit enough.
What would you say? What would you say were you the most disappointed with? Was it like the team selection? Was it performance from certain players? What was it?
The lack of cutting edge, man. I think obviously second half we had most of the ball, but we didn't do anything with it, to be honest with you. We had one or two maybe clear-cut chances at that, you know, were a bit disappointing. And Brentford had one right at the end. He should have put that away, didn't. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But having said that, at the same time, you know, this is only Carrick's third loss since he's taken over Man United. You know, I say give more credit to Hull because Hull came in with the right attitude, right mentality. Obviously, at this level now, if you don't perform, doesn't matter if a team's promoted or not. If you don't perform or you don't come with your best, that's what happens. You get punished. And obviously, it's a wake-up call for the whole team. They need to wake up and realize, listen, we can't, you know, come into the games half-hearted thinking we're just going to get, you know, stroll over teams. You have to perform at your best, and we didn't. It's as simple as that.
Okay, last thing. Elias wants to ask something. Oh, next to your mic.
First of all, thank you for writing checks that me and Abs have to cash. I really appreciate that. But no, on a serious note, you talked about winning the league with this team, and then you just talked about how results like this, you have to be careful because if you don't turn up against teams like this, these things can happen. And I agree with you, by the way. But don't you think that this is a big reason, games like this, performances like this, not turning up against opposition like this, why United won't win the league? Because you need a level of consistency and a base level against even the worst kinds of teams to go 38 games and finish top of the table. Don't you think Man United have this kind of performance in them too often in comparison to a team like Arsenal, whose floor feels so high compared to us?
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, but I would say that was more alarming during when Amram was there. I forgot under Carrick. I think those type of performances improved last season.
But don't you think, sorry, don't you think there were even games, even when we won, even when the ones we lost, I'm thinking Newcastle where we were terrible, even 11 versus 10, Leeds, but even games where we won, where we just about got away with it, and the performance level, again, on a different day could have easily been in a loss. Don't you think that happens too often with this United team?
Yeah, no, it does. And yes, like I said, we have, at times looked, I would say probably poor against teams that, tend to sit off. Against the weaker teams, we tend to look a little bit more poor because obviously teams are sitting back. We struggle more so against low block teams. Having said that though, bro, I do think under Carrick we've improved in that aspect. Obviously Saturday wasn't the result that we were looking for, but I still think once this team can get into the groove of things, I think we have enough quality in the team to at least compete. And I still, like I said, it doesn't change my feeling because we lost one game. I'm not gonna put my toes at the fire. I've seen all the match reactions and I've seen people's views and that, and I think people tend to go from one extreme to the other too quickly. I have a good feeling on my team. I think this team can achieve. Yes, we didn't have the best start, but there is 37 games still to go. From what I've seen under Carrick, I know that this team is capable of playing against low block teams. I'm winning against low block teams. We've shown it. So it doesn't change my opinion. If now, after a few games of the season, and I'm seeing the same pattern, and we're not getting results and we're losing, then you could come back to me with that question. But we're not after game week 1, bro.
All right.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough. We'll leave it at that. We'll see how United's second game of the season goes. And
He'd be
then,
good in press conferences, man.
but very good press conference skills, man.
I thought that was really good.
Me? You reckon I got good
Very impressive press conference skills. But we'll leave it there.
But no, you know me though, guys.
Yeah, you know my thing. You know me.
This guy said, I'm not going to throw my players under the bus. That's a faulty question from you.
Yeah, good.
Go.
No, just to finish it off, my thing is that even my predictions and everything, I've come with objectivity. I'm not coming with emotions. So I get it. Look, we lost
Yeah,
Prize, man. Let's go.
Okay. We have to carry on the podcast, but I appreciate hearing from you, bro.
Okay, no.
Take care.
Don't duck fade again.
Yeah. You see how calm and objective and rational he is when it's about United struggling. But he saves all his emotions for hating. When we drop points, he's allowed. He's not calm at all. When his team drop points to the worst team in Premier League in a long time, on paper, obviously, so far showing that they've started off strong. It's let's be calm. Let's look at why we drop points. When it's Arsenal, it's not even no objectivity.
I don't mind that approach, but it was history though. But it was history with I saw how calm he was under Amorim, and I'm like, bro, like I don't mind you being calm, but don't be calm when everything's happening like this. Like it's all going down against you. But to be fair, I do respect.
You asked a question about Mbemo and Cunha.
Yes.
Asking me what do I think about them.
That was like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I'm on top of things. Right?
You know, I am completely Sorry, carry on. Yes.
About what their level is, what the expectation is for them this season. I think there's big expectation on both of them, right? Because if you look at their debut campaigns, they were very mixed for me. I think Mbemo was amazing in the first half of the season, and I think his second half of the campaign was really bad, right? Cunha, I thought was really frustrating in the first half of the season, but then really turned it up in the second. At the end of the day, that's not acceptable because at Man United, we need you good for 12 months, right? This is a long season, and now we need you in numerous competitions. Yep. So what was even acceptable last season? The standards have changed. So I'm looking at both of them, and they need to be guys that are match winners week in, week out, especially against teams like Hull. You're giving the ball to Cunha, and you're expecting him to make something happen, similar to Mbemo. What's my thoughts on them, though? I think the Premier League's in a weird place right now because everybody seems to just be spending crazy amounts of money on what are legitimately mid-table players. They're players that play for mid-table clubs. And I do think that across the league, it has kind of diluted the product because now any player costs 80 to 100, 110 million
If you're
pounds.
a mid-table Premier League side, you're robbing your hand. You have one decent player.
100%.
Can't wait.
100%.
Can't wait
And
for
that's
a
not to
big
say
club to
Mbemo
come
and Cunha are not good or they couldn't take the leap, because when we buy them, that's the hope that they can take the leap to the next level. But at the moment, over a year or so, I do look at both of them and think, yeah, you're good players. You're players that can score goals in the
But a
league.
lot to be desired.
But are you going to be someone that I can look at in a few years and think, oh, you're world class now. You're one of the best players in your position in the game. At the moment, I'm looking at them and I think they're good. Do I think they're the next level? I'm hesitant right now. I'm very hesitant.
I see that more with Cunha.
But that's where I think the concern is,
Yeah.
because if they don't take that next level and you've hinged your attack on them, Sesko, I'm not even talking about him, but I look at it and I'm thinking, it seems like their best positions aren't even known. And it is getting to that weird stage where I feel like if this season they don't hit that next level, people are going to be questioning, we need to upgrade on these guys. And it's only been a year and a half, 2 years or whatever.
I said, I feel a lot more there's probably a bit more space for growth when it comes to Mateus Cunha. Mbeumo, the reason I'm a little bit more worried about the reason why I'm a little bit more worried about Mbeumo, it's not got nothing to do with that. It's the
Cunha's
fact
not
that
that technical,
Bro, he's
he's not. He's just make things happen.
He's more on the ball than Mbeumo is.
And the only reason why I'm concerned about that is I actually saw Mbeumo do really well in the 9th position. When Sesko, we expect him to. I worry about profiling more often than not. That's the reason why I think there's more space for Cunha to be profiled correctly with hopefully a better left back coming in.
What the hell is Cunha's best position?
I think he plays off the left with a better fullback. I think that's the best place
He's
for
not
him.
a natural left winger for me. He's not a natural striker.
I don't see him as a natural 10
But
either.
what I do know is that I don't like Mbeumo out wide right. I don't like him. I think he's
position before he joined.
Mbeumo was obviously in a different team, which obviously faces different setups and plays a different way. Mbeumo, I'm more concerned about, but what I do think is that I can see Mbeumo getting more goals.
I think Mbeumo's game scales up to a better team than
because when we saw him playing through the middle against different types of opposition, he is someone that can score you those goals. But if someone that we brought in as a right winger looks as poor as he's looked in my opinion on the touchline,
Mbeumo hasn't looked amazing.
he's a 9. Yeah, but 9 is where he's best.
At the start, he obviously scored a few goals.
And who looked like
Yeah,
them? Who's the player that's going to cause more threat? Who's the player that will probably score more goals at the end of the season?
Mbeumo.
Whose game probably translates more to a better team? I do think it's Mbeumo. I think Cunha is a maverick for me, that you give him freedom and you give him the keys and let him do his thing, but he's not that efficient and he's not this high volume player. I think he's a talented player. But if you ask me, who would I see playing for a team that could challenge for a league? I see Mbeumo's role more so than Cunha's.
That was the issue I had with him signing for you. Like, I always looked at him and I'm like, your game is almost like perfect for the big fish in a small pond.
Correct.
And that's why Wolves
And
worked
the
for
best
him
example
so well.
of that was against Manchester United,
Yes.
first game of the season, Wolves versus Man United, when Varane scored the winning
Yeah, I
header.
remember.
He tore you guys to shreds.
He was
through
unbelievable.
that middle of the pitch.
He's unbelievable.
He's that player, like I said.
Everything goes through
a
him.
small team that's playing against a big team, he's up for it. But Mbeumo, I think, is a bit more likely to, if the system's right, perform at a high level more.
You can imagine what he's going to do with the team. He's going to be on the last
We'll have to
line.
wait and see. But I just think in terms
There's
of
pressure
what-
on both of them, though.
Definitely. And I think the one that's going to show me more, I do believe, on the football pitch is Cunha for sure.
Sure, fair. No, we'll find out. And,
We will.
and one thing I'm excited for as well for you guys this season is that All or Nothing documentary. I cannot wait, boys.
Whose bright idea was
Oh
that, man?
my
Seriously.
god! Okay,
Ratcliffe trying to recoup some money.
It's gonna be great.
He's gonna spend it, man.
As maybe a thread of hope, maybe for Manchester United fans who is as depressed as us, maybe we haven't seen what looks. We don't know what. To be fair, I don't think even Carrick right now knows what
wish
his
it was-
best team looks like.
Yeah.
But I still want to see Kobe play next to Baleba and see what that looks
There's
like.
still a long
With
time to go.
It's still a long
There's
way
still
to go.
things, tweaks to
But-
be made.
Yeah, there is.
but, you know,
There is. But
there's-
there definitely needs to be a signing after Baleba.
By the way, I think we mentioned, kind of give credit to Hart a little bit. I think not just the 2 goal scorers, but the 2 goal scorers went off. And then they had to replace him. I think 2 out
Yeah.
of 3 of their defence got
Yeah.
replaced. I think the goalkeeper
Bro, they
give
were
him a
missing
big
like
shout
Yeah,
out.
seven players.
so
There were
that's
7 players,
yeah.
bro.
Huh?
You know, first
not
of
even
all,
their
he's
best
not even their
team.
goalkeeper, right? Jack Butland is their goalkeeper. He got injured.
He got injured,
They were
yeah.
missing like 7 players in their team, bro.
Fair play.
even more alarming.
That's even more alarming because I looked at him and I immediately started thinking, yo, Solis, Karastas, tweeted out as well.
Karastas is good,
Greece have got a little
Golden
coming through.
generation,
Yeah,
bro.
low key, couple gems. I'm like, yo, Euro 28, you know what I mean? Euro 32.
Hey, run back to 2004. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the Amazon
But
docs
they
will be
were
interesting.
brilliant.
The Amazon docs will be really interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
In front of the Amazon cameras, they want to embarrass us.
You know what I mean? And it's Manchester United. I wish it was last season because I would love to have seen behind the scenes of the
That would have been so good. Amorim and then the Carrick.
and then carrying that up. If you're making a movie
Yeah,
or a
it's
documentary, you know
that
what I mean?
season.
Like that is perfect. It's like the turmoil. And then the last couple episodes that would have been really good with Carrick and how you lot finished. But
You know, the next game for
this
United
season, we'll see how
is
it
one
goes.
of the biggest games, honestly, in recent years. I'm being dead serious.
Is
That
it
game against
Carabao?
Ipswich. No, the next Premier League game.
That's what
We're not playing. You got Carabao.
Oh, yeah, no, I feel you like us.
Wait, you guys finished 17th, you played rounds before.
Come on, man.
But look, what I'm saying
Grimsby last year. No,
Grimsby last year. You was there, bro. Don't forget.
Can I just understand? I just
Can't even
understand
laugh.
what you just said. Wait,
Yeah.
one of the biggest games in recent Manchester United history.
Last few
is-
years.
In the last few years, is a game against Ipswich.
Can I explain why?
No. I
We at
probably
home.
understand.
If we lose that
we at
game,
home?
Carrick, bro, forget about it. That's when the Flames will. If Carrick loses his first 2 games against Ipswich and Hull, bro, it becomes a crisis.
Was that not
Yeah, bro,
was
you
that
lose to a
Amram's
promoted
first
team,
game?
huh?
Was
That
Amram's
was
first game?
Amram's first game. It was a draw 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Wasn't it?
Don't bring up Emery, please.
Yeah,
He's
let's-
doing,
let's
come on,
not
he's doing his
back
own thing. We're doing.
Well, two years
stop,
of Manchester United versus Ipswich. I can't wait for that. And
No, because if Carrick loses that game, bro, it's dark, bro. Come on, you
After
can't
two
lose.
games-
The real reason I hate it is if United ever get close to losing
of
3
course,
games in a
bro.
row, it becomes
If you lose
ridiculous.
to Ipswich and Hull in your first 2 games, bro, all of a sudden the
how
noise
did you
is.
manage to get the
yeah.
2 newly promoted teams in back to back as well? You should have started.
I was licking my lips when I saw the fixture list.
Facts,
That's
bro.
why I'm so. That's why for me I'm so
What was
annoyed.
it, Everton after that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good
Oh,
start.
mate.
Anyways,
Dream.
the Reddit, we've got a few people who put stuff in the Reddit.
Hey.
Check out the Reddit, of course. It's actually getting super lively nowadays, so I'm enjoying reading what you guys put in and getting involved. From No Tail 9999 says, credit to Hull. They deserve the win, and I'm not panicking as a United fan, so someone's not panicking. However, capital letters. The fact we've gone into this season with no defensive improvements is insane to me.
Agreed.
Obviously, I'm not a United fan. I do agree more in the wide positions. I think you have a lot of centre backs.
Then none of them are good enough.
Especially the centre backs.
You can have a lot of them, but they're all shit. What's the point?
got
Like, how do you want to play?
Huh?
How do you play a
You
high
got
line with
5.
Maguire and Martinez anymore? It's not.
You don't
want to play
Maguire,
Euro.
Lissandro, Yoro, Heaven, who I missed. That's 5.
not a
You
good.
just
That's
named
not a good
5,
five.
bro. Mid, bro.
Anyways,
Skip.
I mean, another
Real shit, bro.
mid.
Skip, skip.
Yeah,
Literally.
I mean, some of you thought
Yeah,
you'd
bro.
win the
Whole
league
city
with
also
that.
have 5 center backs. I mean, to be fair, though, they kept a clean sheet. But my point is, like, we can have
It's
10.
not
We
good, yeah,
can have 10 center backs. At the moment, you're not looking at an A-side level defender like a Saliba or a Gabriel or Van Dijk. Or you're not looking at anyone who can lead a defense like that.
Sure.
Maguire's in his 15th season at the club, and he's still the starting center back.
I hear it.
Come on, man.
not even fair to him.
And then the last one from Community Obvious 589 says, it felt like United walked into that game thinking they could easily get the 3 points.
Yep.
That was the worst performance by Dorgu. Still need a left back, and that game showed we needed another striker if Sesko isn't going to be fit. The midfield was too crowded, and we didn't have anyone in the box when we put crosses in. If that's how we're going to play against low blocks, we are going to struggle again this season. Carrick needs to win against Ipswich, otherwise the noise for him to get sacked will become more alarming in the next 2 fixtures, after that being Everton and City.
Naturally, man. I think we'll win, though, and I
should win.
I hope so.
You should win. All right,
Famous last words.
It's believable.
let's see.
And now,
You're gonna
believe
have
it,
to
we're
do
going to make this guy seem like he's Patrick Vieira, bro.
He's got to be in goal.
The way we're talking about him. The season doesn't start till Balema comes in.
I'm so sorry, bro.
Let's move on.
Remember when we got Amrabat? We're like, well,
Oh, yeah,
let
yeah.
Amrabat come in the team, and then we'll see Ten Hag's true team. Allow it, bro. It was you. Everyone was saying that. Guys, the season doesn't start till Amrabat comes in.
It was me. That was me.
Oh, that one clip of him catching up to Mbappe, bro.
That changed my life.
What a fall from grace for Man United.
God.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
And
He
look what
saved
you're
us
saying.
that halftime record though. Shout out, bro. That's the only good thing he
Oh my
contributed.
God.
It's
That
one
record
time
is
he
the
had a
one
record.
where look,
Spooky.
You said it right. Instant sack whoever.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to
United.
let's move on to
United we're talking
your
about.
your Mud Brothers.
We're not related, bro. He's
You
adopted.
are Mud.
He's adopted, man.
We're back together, baby. You are Mud.
You fully risen above us. We're bottom in the league. We are risen above you.
-1 goal difference.
Mud Brothers.
Hey.
Tottenham Hotspur. Like, what do we even say about you guys? Honestly, I swear to God, I am tired of you guys. Like, I don't understand. It's actually, I get tired even thinking about Tottenham.
Let me ask you this. If you think you're tired, how do you think I feel? How do you think I feel?
You had the game, weren't you?
I was at the game. Because
no.
the typical thing. In the summer, you're watching the transfers come in. You're seeing your manager talking to press conferences, unbeaten in pre-season. You're like, yo, I'm excited.
Spent a
this
lot
year.
of money,
It's
innit?
going to be something. And as you're on your way to the game, you're like, you know what? Let me see the team sheet. Richarlison. Gallagher. Mikey Moore.
Oh yeah.
All right, but the new guys are starting at the back. Yeah, cool. And then I watched the game within 12 minutes, bro. we are getting ripped apart. Van Hecke, the blonde boys, the blonde spine, Richarlison, Conor Gallagher, Bergvall, and Van Hecke. Hall of Shame performances, brother. I've never seen anything like it, honestly. They can't trap a ball. One can't pass a ball. One, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was trying to do his replica of looking like a footballer, but he was not one. Bergvall. And then you've got Van Hecke. I cannot count how many duels I saw him lose and looking like Bambi out there. The amount of misplaced passes, we lost everything. Liban was talking about first duel, second duel's intensity. There was nothing we won. Honestly, it was so bad. Then you've got the new signings. Senesi, I thought, was bad as well. Robertson, probably the best of the bad bunch. Mateus Fernandes came on, was decent. Tonali looked, bismillah, he looked heavy. He looked heavy. Lay off the pizzas, lay off the pasta, bro. We are on a regiment right now. Honestly, I left that game just thinking,
Everyone's going to the gym start of the season.
We need to start. And the thing is, I left that game frustrated, thinking, we need another 200 mil. We need to spend another, at least. 24 hours later, I've calmed down a little bit.
Because you took City's fourth choice.
No. See, can I finish? I've just calmed down a little bit because I'm like, bro, it's the first game of the season. Yeah. A lot of these players, and even the three of the back four were away at the World Cup. They didn't play. I think some of them played one pre-season game. The midfield, I'm sorry, Conor Gallagher in your 10 and Richarlison in your 9. You're hunting with blind dogs. There isn't. You're not coming back with nothing. I'm sorry.
That's a good line.
But that lineup there, Mikey Moore making his first start. Tell just being Tell. He is what he is.
He's existing.
I knew before the game, I was like, if we walk away with a draw, I'm good with this. The manner in which the loss happened, similar to you lot, I don't like that.
It just felt so easy.
It's just so bad, bro. So bad. And the thing is, obviously, I went to that stadium like the week before thinking...
Yeah, well, we got some nighttime lights. We filmed the day after.
Wasn't it there this morning? Was it this morning that you guys...
Don't do that! Don't do that! Look at my outfit! When you see the videos, look at my outfit.
We got some content coming out this week of Kiki and the Brentford players.
Wow,
I was not...
They looked at him like a victim, man. They said, when he's looking at it's coming, man.
In my head, I had a different vision. You know, I even took a picture in the middle of the ground where I was going to post it and be like, thanks for the 3 points. That shit stayed in the draft, bro.
No.
That reminds me of your essay announcement video.
Early season is always dark.
See a draft.
No!
This guy, you know the funny thing about this guy, right? It's like finishing 17th back-to-back doesn't do anything for him. You ever seen Men in Black when they have like the thing that just wipes? This is you, bro. Every year you come in, it's like, I'm ready to do it again, man.
I can't help myself, bro.
You took a picture in the center of the pitch.
Yeah.
But this is more like just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know.
Just in case.
But it just gave me the reality check of, you know what? I think this season coming in, everyone thought it was going to be similar to like what Andrew was his first 10 games.
Strong.
Great attacking football, loads of new signings. I actually think it could be the opposite, where we take a bit of time to get our rhythm. There's going to be teething problems, players finding their fitness. I think you'll probably see the full version of the Zerbi Spurs around October.
To be fair,
I'll be honest.
I feel the same way about you guys. I think people who have imagined that Spurs are just going to click from day one, I think it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
You guys are signing like half a
We've
new
literally
starting...
signed at 11.
Bro, your starting 11 is completely different to what it was. Obviously, that's going to take a
New
lot of
manager,
time.
new
Especially-
culture.
and key positions. You're starting 2 central midfielders that you're bringing in.
Correct.
They're just going to click from
Two
day
new
one.
centre
And those
backs.
new centre
A
backs.
new goalkeeper as well, by the way, who wasn't starting last year. So there's a lot of kind of churning
Does
wheels, I
Kinski
think.
count as the blonde spine?
Oh yeah.
He's another stinker.
He's
He had another stinker. I'll be real with you. Him as well. I'm looking at him, I'm like,
You guys need
you
a
was
goalkeeper.
good for 7 games, but you got about 6 months
he's
to
average.
prove you are the number one, because I'm still looking for
Otherwise,
that.
Brandon
But we've
Mustard
spent so much in other areas,
pulled up.
it
I'm
was
not
never
gonna
going to be
lie,
a
bro,
priority.
like, this might come back to bite me, and I really should be careful because I'm about to do what you did.
Oh, go on.
But I do feel like you spent a lot of money. But when I look at the players you're buying, I'm like,
true.
they're good, but like they're not
great.
When I see Spurs are about to spend 400 million or whatever you are on a window, I'm thinking I'm gonna see like world beaters.
Galacticos.
I'm
That's
thinking like
Galactico
Savinho and Marmouche and like.
Our strategy has been, which has frustrated me a little bit, sign Prem proven.
Yeah.
Sign guys who know the league. And I've said with Savinho and Marmouche, there are huge question marks, because I think they're talented players, but we've seen nowhere near that at City.
Yeah,
and if De Zerbi, for me, I said they don't have the trust, they don't have the minutes at the moment at City. That's two things
They
that
also
they
don't
get.
have though like any resume to fall back. Like, oh yeah, I'm spending this money because we did like 2 years.
Oh yeah, Frankfurt and Girona one season. It don't count.
You
Yeah.
scored 2 goals in like
But
2
my thing
seasons,
is
bro.
they're gonna get those two things in terms of trust of a manager and loads of minutes at Spurs. You're now gonna have to show us who you are. It's sink or swim time. Same with a lot of these other players. They're that cut below, that tier below. Do you know what I mean?
What I
Of
just
top
said,
top
right?
players, yeah. But I'll be real with you. Us finishing 17th, I was surprised we were even able to attract some of these players, like a Tonali, Fernandez. I was like, what are you lot even doing talking to us?
Yeah,
But the fact that
one
we've been
got
able to
relegated and the other one, he's got.
yeah, I'm saying.
No, but if you look at
Specify the case, right?
But even so, I thought the caliber of players we'd be looking at, if I'm being honest, coming into this was even lower. So the fact that we're
That's
looking
fair,
at these
that's
players,
fair.
I'm like, look, we're not going to title contention and all of that is nonsense. Just get back in the European mix. And for me, the performance we put on showed we still got a lot of work to do. There's still, so I said October is when I'm looking at it, and it gave me a little bit of concern because I know we got Charlton on Wednesday in the Carabao Cup, and I know what happened to these
They
man
just beat
last
West
year.
Ham as well,
No, I saw that as well. Manager doing all of this. I said, please, just don't embarrass me on Wednesday. That's all.
Is
I'm
Robertson
asking
your,
right
is Robertson your starting left back?
now. Udogie is, but he's coming back from an injury as well. It's,
Speaking of transfer policy, and yeah, I agree with what you're saying about how the product of what a top level Premier League club has been diluted by the fact that mid-table players are so desirable and a lot of money is spent on them. You look at someone like Sangare on the other side of the pitch, who's unbelievable,
I can't lie.
who was
People are
bought for
doing too
he's bought.
much.
No, but
people are
I'm
doing
saying,
too
brother,
much,
I'm
man.
saying that
He
you
was
spent.
good.
Let me finish
He
what I'm
was
saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm
He
not
had
saying
both your
let
100
me
million
land.
pound midfielders.
Let me land. Let me
Tonali was
land.
looking heavy.
Let me land. Let me land.
Berghuis a twin.
All I'm saying is it's a Spurs point, but it's also a top Premier League club point. It's not just about you guys.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're constantly spending, goodness gracious me,
Oh, he's broken it.
yeah, something's happened over there.
Where's the glass?
It's made that. But yeah.
Oh, you felt bougie coming in with
Yeah,
that, huh?
goodness
What,
gracious.
the regular water bottles don't do it no more.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is about top Premier League clubs. If I don't understand why if you're going to spend money on this mid-table Premier League kind of level player,
Yeah.
why you don't look elsewhere. And obviously the idea is why a top Premier League club might not look at someone like Sangare is the question marks of whether he can adapt to a big club, which is fair to say, cool, let him go to Brentford, let's see how he does with the Prem, then we might sign him. Then you're looking at now it's going to be an 80, 90 million pound signing.
Bro, almost
for
definitely.
for-
By the way,
for-
this
for a
guy's not
player.
unknown. This guy was the best player on the second best
Yeah.
team in France last
Yeah,
season,
yeah,
by the way,
yeah,
Sangare.
yeah.
Everybody in France knows he's
Yeah.
that good. The same thing will happen to Lamine Camara in 6 months.
100%.
It's baffling to me how I think Premier League clubs, they look at their level and they think they're above looking elsewhere. And it's like, oh, come prove yourself at
Snobbish.
Brighton.
It's so snobbish.
And then we'll buy you.
Yeah,
And it's
it's
like,
so snobbish.
All the top teams, there was just a lot of recycling of the players
same
in
kind
the
of
Prem,
players.
go to another Prem team now, and it's too much.
yeah, way
Like
too much.
Prem team signing other Prem players, way too much.
For me, you guys signing Jolis or whatever his name is, and him hitting the
Jolis,
ground running in 2 games shows you that there's quality
quality out
everywhere
there.
around the world,
Yes,
man. Like
yes.
this idea that Jolis was playing for Bournemouth, he's gonna cost 80
that how it's
million.
pronounced?
He's
Jolis.
I asked Greek people. I said on my YouTube, what's his name? They said it's pronounced like a
Jolis.
J.
So TZ is a J there.
That's what they said.
What?
Apparently, it's Chris.
So we've been pronouncing
Christos.
Simicast wrong this whole time. It's Jimicast.
I don't know. They. I asked.
Syndicat is TS.
Am I making sense? TS, TZ, ain't in the same
No, but
thing.
it might be TZO. I don't know. They told me it's pronounced as a
We'll take the
Jolis.
Greek word.
Jolis.
They said Jolis. I don't know. But anyways, whatever his name is.
Jolis.
Whatever his name is, he's the proof that good players exist everywhere, bro.
yeah.
But if he went to Bournemouth first, then Arsenal has to buy him.
How's
If
your
we
name
look-
pronounced?
Huh?
Like back home. How's your name pronounced?
Bouzidi, man.
That's not your name.
Come
though.
on, man.
Lias.
Lias.
Yes.
Lies.
Yes.
You guys are violent.
Yes.
What is it? What's going on, man?
Yes. Yes.
What's your name pronounced back at home? I don't even want
How many of them? You want to reveal them all? Yeah.
to know. There's about 50 of them.
Yeah, there is. It's a long name. But going back to this game specifically, I felt as though Brentford set up not because everyone knows what De Zerbi's going to do. We know how De Zerbi's going to be setting up. He wants to take risky passes through the middle of the pitch, create space in behind. He wants to play almost like a top team a little bit, but
Yeah.
he's always gone to like the smaller teams to try and transform. Not to say that Spurs is a small team, I'm just not a shot at you. But I'm saying that what he wants to do is try and play that style of football. I felt Brentford set up perfectly for that.
Hey, Keith Andrews.
big shout out.
Bro.
They pressed the centre of that park, waiting for something from Bergvall. Just give me a bad touch.
Because you
Just
know
give
what
me
it
a bad
is?
touch. I'm
You've
gonna go
got
all
two
over.
new centre backs who haven't played together and look like they met the morning of that match. Then you've got Bergvall who literally is playing for his his life.
I thought he was leaving. Confirmed.
Well, the thing is there was talks of him leaving, but we don't want to sell him because there's still a high talent. And De Zerbi wants him, but he wants starting minutes. Sure. The problem is he's never going to start ahead of Fernandes, wasn't it? So I think this game for him and Gallagher was you know what, you've been here pre-season, I'm going to give you a start, show me what you can do. The fact that they were hooked at halftime, I think it kind of speaks volumes. I wouldn't be surprised if a late bid came in now, we accept it, or maybe something happens there. But I don't know. I looked at that midfield and I was like, yo, physically, I can see Thiago, I can see Sangare, I can see Janel, I can see Jensen. Yeah, these men
Are you concerned about starting to play at all? Or is it just first game of the season? We'll see how it goes.
I think I saw enough last year that he worked with absolute scrubs and guys who were demotivated and confidence on the floor. He got something out of them.
Yeah.
For me, this is a case of, you look at that lineup, I don't think you're going to see that 11 again this season. I'll be honest with you.
I agree.
How do you think Marmoush and Savio improved his team, by the way, quickly?
Massively. I think we're lacking width in wide areas, quality. I think Savinho brings 1v1 technical. They bring two different profiles that we don't currently have. I think the issue with Marmoush is he's not exactly a 9. He's not exactly a 10. He's not exactly a winger either. It's kind of one of those forwards, as you use folks words. But he needs to come in and hit the ground running.
I don't know why you said folks. Why did you say folks?
For the guys who needed the X spell, you know what I'm saying? But either way, he needs to come in.
Y'all stupid as hell, man.
That's a phase.
The thing is, you're right. You see, you're like, The thing is, with Savinho, I'm a little bit patient because he's 22. I don't think he's really been given a full.
Like 85 episodes. I know that they structured it that way because
he is 27 though.
But it's structured that way for the Frankfurt.
That's what someone said on X. I don't know.
True.
Dudes be fake accountants, bro.
Yeah, I heard that City structured the deals that way. So Frankfurt don't get.
Let me ask you this, though.
I heard about this.
Who did you guys hear it from? Some random dude online, bro.
I don't know.
We listened to it. We all saw the same source. It's just some random guy on the
I heard there was an extra 15 million because it's Enio and not Savio now.
Yeah, I call him Savio because
I can't lie to you.
The Enio tax is crazy.
No. That is actually one thing I need Savinho to do. Drop the Enio when you come to my club.
Facts.
Bro, since he's put the Enio in his name, I don't know who that brother is. I want Savio Girona. Yeah, I don't want Savinho from Man City.
Yeah.
Savio needs to come.
Do you think this? I
think they improve us definitely.
You're getting 2 players from City. We got Jesus. We got Jesus.
Cole, Jesus.
You're getting predictable.
Like this. For once, I'm with you.
This guy, man. What are you pointing at?
The gold.
I'm seeing blue right now.
I can't lie. They were saying even lesser players didn't do that.
That's not even where the badge goes, by the way. You can tell he's never been here before. So it's supposed to be here. You can tell you've never been here. That's where the badge is.
Where then? On the back, right on the back.
No, it's on the side.
You're pointing around the face of it.
No, I'm trying to show you my bicycle. I'm working out.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoop around the face.
Maybe he can.
That was weird. That was a bit weird.
What?
They can't touch my bicycle.
He's jealous.
You hit my clock, bro. You're very.
He's jealous. He's jealous.
So we're jealous of him.
Okay.
No, he's just very.
Wait, where's the glasses gone?
Huh?
Before the pod, you had glasses. Where did they go?
I see he's got him.
I saved
You pulled up here today.
You're so annoying.
This wasn't at your fit.
Yeah.
Completely
Cool.
fit.
Guys, do I look good?
This is your attention.
I was going to ask you if I look good.
Okay.
I don't care what these guys think.
No,
You guys.
because they bullied you out.
I tried helping him.
No, to be fair, Lyes did tell me he's a bit
What the hell are you doing?
So I
This is
appreciate
how you
it.
came into it. Okay, what's wrong with that?
Like it.
That's how you want to spend the fun.
This is how rappers in the 2010s.
Bro,
B.O.B.
That's how you came into the rap side.
B.O.B.
Say what's up?
Yeah, get money. Oh.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
It's like my look, I might try something out, guys.
Why take out, bro? Why's it go?
Because as Lyes pointed out, he's a bit.
I say he got smudge marks all over it, bro. Big ass glasses. He look like Faisal on watch alongs, bro.
Yeah, Faisal right now, he's thinking that's
Crazy.
He's finished watching
wearing glasses. He's started wearing glasses. He's started wearing glasses. All in the same week.
I might bring some friends up. Yeah, I'm going to wear this for the rest of the
Yeah,
pod.
word,
No, I
man.
can't lie, man. You look like Fuzi.
Thank you.
La
Came
Fuzi.
a new thing today, bro. Yeah, bro. Glasses, the kettle. Came a new one today, bro.
Yeah, chill out, man. Look at him, man. What's that on yours? I don't know.
Bracelet up.
Abs came different and Lias came just like Abs today.
Can you stand up?
No. Don't make it stand up. Don't make it stand up.
It's an Ilyas fit, bro. You know, like Sam.
Yeah,
Get the cocks out.
Damn, bro. I'm ruining the integrity of the show. Rolling out a bet on the pod.
Oh man, some Reddits from the Spurs fans. TTTTTYTTT68, that's the username. Says,
Good name.
people need to relax. Spurs are a side that finished 7th twice, have a new manager,
17th.
and brought in that's his 7th.
Yeah. I think he
I wish. Well, I wish. No, I didn't want to correct him.
I can't believe
I didn't want
you
to correct him.
twice.
I didn't want to correct him.
Spurs are a side that finished 17th twice, have a new manager, and have brought in 7 new first-team players. They are going to have growing pains. They are going to get bopped by a team like Brentford. That's why we all had them outside the top 5. Teams that finish in the 7 to 13 range have games like this. Tonali was getting run past today. He needs to realise he doesn't have Bruno G to cover for him, and needs to become more of a leader. And YAFC says Spurs are non-existent in the game. Midfielders passed way too easily. Hate to say it, but Tonali is not the player we think he is. Wow, after one game.
Wow.
On his day, surrounded by top players, he can be excellent, but he does not possess the ability to drag a team back into the game. Saying that obviously he was in a very good midfield in Newcastle.
No,
but we don't know. You have to tell Paul Scholes that.
one game.
Fair
Insane.
critique.
I do agree with the. I do agree with the leadership.
Argue with Paul Scholes. Playing alongside Gallagher, Fernandes, Archie Gray, etc., he'll be hindered and will be more exposed compared to playing with Bruno G and Joel Linton.
I think we'll see when the whole midfield is fully fit. Obviously, you get the attacking midfielders back. Fernandes next in. I do agree with the leadership point, though. I think it speaks volumes when Archie Gray is your captain on a day like that.
He's the 5th choice.
He's the 5th choice. He's in the leadership
I've
group,
seen it.
but it's like, bro, he's a kid. Barely played last year, and he's right. Players like Tonali, Senesi, as the season goes on, they need to step up as leaders and as senior players, in my opinion.
Correct. Arsenal. Let's go over to the other side.
Finally.
Of London.
You can talk
Open
about
the
Arsenal.
season. Arsenal opened the
Makes sense,
account. You know, home against Coventry.
Hey, we watched that. Yeah, good day out. Good day out.
It was a good start to the season for Arsenal off the back of a 3-0 against Man City in the Community Shield. We won 3-0 again against Coventry in the Premier League. I mean,
talk us through it. What did you enjoy the most? What did you like? What excited you?
Oh, now he doesn't want to talk about Arsenal. You spent 30 minutes doing it. We finally get to your segment.
every segment.
I don't even feel like it.
Alright, we move to the next section then. Okay, no problem.
We
Like, we all gonna sit down and talk about Arsenal. Move, man. City.
Let's move on to City, shall we? Smash the last
Honestly,
minute goal.
Sharky, bro. What a player. What a
Wait.
flipping player, man. Yo, bro.
Man, chill out. What the hell?
Oh, you actually want him?
But chill, bro.
Okay.
We have a job to do. Let's do more. No, but in all seriousness, obviously it's Coventry, it's a new promoted side. We're hosting them. We are expected to win. But there are few things I want to talk about. One of them being the Jolis.
Hey, my subscribers
No,
could be
it
lying to
sounds
me.
about right. I'll be honest.
You
Sounds
know,
about right.
Google AI. We're in the era of
go on.
Google AI.
How do you pronounce?
How do you pronounce?
Christian Jolis.
Oh, does anyone not have a Greek friend they could just call?
I do have a Greek friend, but I can't call.
What kind of friend are they?
Not on good terms anymore.
I have Cypriot friends, but I don't think it's the same.
Nah, it's not.
I do have Greek friends actually. I do have
So,
Greek friends.
okay,
That's-
Google AI is saying
Cool,
it's
that's-
pronounced DZ.
Zolis.
Ain't that like the Algerians? DZ.
You know what? I want to call a
that?
Greek friend.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to him in years though, so listen.
Hi, if you record your name.
Wow, it didn't even ring.
Friend loosely. Use that term loosely. Friends. Friend. Goodness gracious.
Should we go on? Should we go
Not even a ring. Not even a ring.
Do you know what, bro? He never in his million years expected that.
No, he did not think that was going to happen. But one more time.
Yeah?
Give me
Yeah,
a
they got
chance.
you
Come
blocked.
on,
They got
it's
you blocked,
D&D. It's
No,
D&D.
It's the second time.
It's
not
D&D.
called it,
It's
yeah.
pattern.
Hi.
That is insanity.
No ring.
That's insane, bro.
Hi.
Nah, it's a fuck off, bro. Honestly,
Literally, first ring said beep. Boom. Go away.
get the hint, bro.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Yo, Vas.
Yes.
Yo, sorry. We're live on SDS, yeah. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I actually want to ask you something because you're like one of the only Greek people I know.
Go on then.
But also, when I try to call you, why does it look like it's going to voice message?
You're killing him right now.
It shows me that it's, I don't know, screen view. It shows me.
Oh, no, he's Greek.
No,
he's Greek.
sounds Algerian, bro.
Listen, Joe, but basically,
Save the
I
relationship.
want to ask you a question. You're live on SDS, you're live on my podcast. Well, not live, we're recording, but you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Christos Solis, Arsenal's player. How do you pronounce it? How's a Greek person pronounce it?
So, Christos Zolis.
Zolis. Yeah, you're right.
Zolis.
So it's not a G.
Oh, just making things up, man.
I beg you, chat to your chat.
For us, T and Z is G. So
G.
Dolly.
Oh, Jolis.
Yes.
Oh, Jolis.
Yeah. All of you guys from Kenya. Guys are quick to
What'd you say?
He's a big baller. He was from my hometown team.
Big baller. So it's Jolis. TZ is a G, yeah?
Talk about him.
Yeah, no. Okay, thank you, Vas. I appreciate it. Thanks for confirming. It's a G, Jolis.
Hear you, bro.
Likewise, bro. Hey, we need to link up soon.
Yeah.
And change your phone settings, please. Yeah. You almost embarrassed me. Alright, take care.
Yo, Zip, edit the call
Yeah,
out.
you know, by the way, this whole thing, he's from my neighborhood or whatever. I say the same for every Algerian player, bro. He actually does. This is what you do when you're from a small country. Belumi, right, bro? Belumi, yo, I got cousins back home. I know Belumi, man.
I respect it.
So it's
Can't wait till we get Somali baller, man.
These guys were quick to jump on me, though.
Yeah.
The yes,
No,
things, you know.
my bad.
To be fair, I got onto your fans. But fair, shout out everyone that's in the Lyes. He's cool.
Come on, brother.
So,
Shout out
it's,
to
so
people.
it's Jolis. Let's speak about him. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, we signed Jolis. We lost Trossard. The Trossard loss, we felt it. But obviously, we knew. At the end of the day, it's not like, oh, why did he have to go? It's more like memories of what he brought to the team and everything. We knew it was time for him to go. We need to upgrade that position. It's been the position of worry for time. The Vinny saga, and then only currently having Jolis and Martinelli, who looks like he's out the door, was a disappointing feeling. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. But we still probably need to sign someone because we're losing Martinelli. But I think, so far what I've seen of the Man City game in this game, and obviously bits of pre-season, he's better than what we have outside of Saka as a winger. Right now, he's our second best winger. You know, I don't think it's the end of the world if the window closes, if we do keep Martinelli as a backup to Jolis being our first choice winger. And now you guys being objective fans, outside looking in, are you impressed by him? Do you think what I'm saying is crazy?
I tweeted in the first...
I think we can play with, if he plays like this, obviously one game, but he looks unbelievable.
He was so good. And I tweeted this in the first... I tweeted this right in the first 10, 15 I said, I saw better wing play, just wing play specifically. Stay with me here. Wing play than I've seen from an Arsenal left winger in ages. Like, Trossard was an important player because he came up with some very, very important goals for you guys.
Well.
But we didn't really look at him for taking on fullbacks or being a... Martinelli had that great year that he had so many seasons ago and has...
But also can't take
has
on
been
fullbacks.
exactly. And we know him for lack of wing play. Zolis showed more wing play down that left-hand side than I've seen in Arsenal for quite a while now. And that was really, really positive. What I liked about him was anytime there was space in front of him to take and to run into, he did that. And one thing that really frustrated me about Arsenal left wingers in the past, wingers in general maybe you could argue, was whenever it feels like, oh, there's nothing that could be on here, it was a bit too safe and it was a bit too backwards and it was a bit too recycle the ball as the first option way too often. With this guy, he looks like he wants to come inside, he wants to drive, take a fullback on, going to the byline, he wants to cross on his... He just looked like a proper winger. Now, obviously...
Do you see him? He's popping up on both sides.
Yeah, and he's being free, which is something we wouldn't have said by Arteta forward for ages. The question that I have for you, and I asked you this off camera as well, is about, do you think Zolis, Havertz or Gyökeres and a Saka lineup is what is necessary for you guys to take that next step, which is obviously we all have on this table Arsenal winning the league. You guys are looking for that Champions League. Is that enough, or do you need someone in that market coming in? Obviously, Martinelli leaving.
It depends on what
needs another body.
But
I'm saying, with the body that you want to replace Martinelli with, do you want to replace them with someone better than Zolis?
Depends, bro.
Jolis back up on. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Can we get someone in to be a starting winger in that position right now? How the market's looking.
But if Jolis shows that for the rest of the season this is his level, you don't need to buy someone.
That's what I'm saying.
We just don't know who he is.
So we need to buy someone regardless, because if Martinelli and Trossard have left,
but we're talking about an upgrade, or like, do we need to sign someone to take us to the next level? Why can't he take him to the next level? Right? Like Cavaro, when he came to Napoli, he came from Shakhtar. No one knew who he was, and then all of a sudden, a year later, he's one of the best left wingers in the world.
Exactly.
But because we knew him, it could be this. It could be. I'm not saying he could be first 2 games he's good, and then the rest of the season he flops. But if this guy shows that this is his level,
especially the way that he shows
that, you're talking about our objective being, it's not just Champions League. For me, it's retaining the Premier League. It's the biggest objective for me, because we've never done it. It's a hard thing to do.
You can't plan for the Champions League.
And Champions League, you can't plan for it. It doesn't matter. City were winning Prems easily, 100 points.
Unless you're PSG, by the way, you plan for it.
But City, they plan. PSG have a different strategy. They literally do. But City will get 100 points and still struggle in the Champions League. You could be the best team in the world, but the Champions League is different. Anyone can win it. The aim is to retain the Premier League. last season we got to Champions League final and won the Premier League with front three of Trossard, Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Madueke. Because Saka missed most of the season. Havertz was injured a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So already, right now, it's a much better front three. Saka, if he's fit this season, Havertz and Jolis is a lot better than we had last season. And last season we got to the Champions League final and won the league. So already, if the window shuts now, this is if we don't lose Martinelli and the window shuts now, this is a better team, better front three, better attack than last season.
Also, the route last year
with the depth
was
of other players.
The route last year as well also helped.
In Champions League, the route helps, but I'm talking about in terms of defending the Premier League title. I think that's for me. My main objective is to defend the Premier League title. Champions League is you just ride your luck. If you keep going, just keep going till you're out.
I think the biggest compliment I'll give Jolis after his first 2 games.
Looking at me like I named him. Looks at me like I named him, bro. Jolis.
So you killed me now. You know me. If I don't know, just leave me. Now that I know Jolis and a Greek person
now
from
you
it,
sound like a prick
I have
if
to
you
call him
say his name
Jolis
right.
now because
There
I've
you
got
go, man.
confirmation.
There you go. But
You know
how
the
you feel
best
good
part
about
is-
that?
I feel great.
I'm gonna leave it.
But also,
I'm gonna
everyone
leave it and
says
start
Jolis,
correcting
I'm saying
him.
Jolis.
You're on a different. It's actually pronounced Jolis. Actually,
But I think
the TZ in
the biggest
Greek is-
compliment I can give him is it seems like, and this is something very difficult I think to pick up early doors, but a player who constantly makes the right decisions. It seemed like he was always
Yes.
making
Yes.
the simple but right decision, not overcomplicated things. And I think sometimes players, when they come in, they want to shine, they want to show who they are, and you almost overcompensate. And I think he has just come in and just realized, nope, what Trossard did really well was that
He's like
decision making.
evil Trossard, man. That's the way I look at him, bro.
Can't lie.
He's just on 8 hours of sleep.
What?
8 hours of sleep.
Well, fully nourished and
Fully rested.
I like that a lot.
Trossard took levels. This was what.
If just like taking levels,
Yeah.
it's
Collagen infused
I love Trossard, but yeah, Jolis is a younger version with more legs. You know, obviously a lot more upside
direct,
because of his age. More direct because, like you said, Trossard it's very technical. He was like a 10 playing on the wing.
Yes.
You know, whereas Jolis, I'm seeing him beat his man down the line and cross it with his left.
Yeah.
Cut inside and then put, like, obviously he's Coventry,
He's a
but
threat throughout
he
the
looked
game.
as good. He looked as good against Man City as well.
Crazy to think he
Very
played for
impressed.
Norwich a few years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, made his debut at the Emirates.
Crazy.
Made his,
Wow.
debut.
Yeah.
But I'm very impressed by him. A lot of Arsenal fans are, a lot of rival fans are. Obviously, still very early, but good stuff so far. And I think, look, as long as he's taking shots, he's doing everything.
You hope it's a Mo Salah type
I
situation,
hope it
isn't
is, because at the end of the day, it's not always this big name signing. Sometimes it's those ones, like I said, with Kvicha, with Salah. Obviously, Salah was a name.
Yeah.
But you didn't expect it to become that.
But they've
big.
shown flashes of where they are in unknown places like Basel or a Club Brugge.
or
But then now they
Bruges.
come back with this kind of
exactly
bit more senior.
We also unveiled Ezri Konsa. I saw a lot of people were negative about that signing.
I'm just.
Who is negative about that signing?
Not.
People were just saying, I don't know.
Does anyone actually give a shit about Konsa enough to be negative about it?
It's just a bit of a. For me, I'm like, what does he do to Mosquera?
We took the chant
What's
as
his
well.
chant?
What's the chant?
It was Rhythm is a dancer, Konsa is the answer, wins the ball from everywhere.
Okay, that's a good chant.
Wins it with his right foot, wins it with his left foot. You should see him in the air.
Villa, fair enough. You guys played a good chant.
That's a good
Ezri
chant.
Konsa.
That's a very good
Too
chant.
long.
But you know what?
too long.
They got a track record apparently of stealing chants.
Of course they do. Every Liverpool song that comes out, they make it better.
Yeah.
Every United song that comes out, they remix.
What you say? It's not about the first, it's about the right.
Exactly. That's the lesson of life.
Well, that's a Drake lyric. Before people start singing to me. I know you guys
I'm
are
telling you, before the pod, this guy has like some real. He's got. I think I was here last time. When I said this guy is so quotable, like when he grabs quotes.
I'm all natural, man. I don't recite.
That doesn't sound right.
I don't recite in front of. Sorry.
The guy looked at me and said, "Baby, I said, baby, I'm a." He looked at me and said, "Baby, I'm all natural."
I don't recite in front of the mirror when I'm about to put for a short like you do. I'm all natural, bro.
I can't like nothing. I can't like when Lyes say anything other than football analysis, it just sounds rehearsed. It just comes so rehearsed. It's brilliant.
But hey, I think the chant is amazing. We've taken it from Aston Villa. Thank you very much.
First time.
But I think they took it from Elanga because they had a
Rhythm is a dancer until
You know, this is the first time it's the other way around.
What do you
You know, normally Spurs always sign Arsenal fans. You love signing a Spurs fan.
He's a Spurs fan, bro.
He's a Spurs fan.
No, he's
bro.
not.
He's a Spurs fan.
No,
bro.
he's
That
not.
should be
Why
confirmed.
are you getting so offended by?
Why
Who
is he
cares
so
who he
right?
is?
No, because he's not.
It's him and Alex Scott are like the only two players that I know genuinely support us.
Conte's not.
There's only two.
That's only two. That's it. I keep tracking them. I'm watching them, hoping one day we'll sign them, and they don't come.
No,
Alright,
he's not.
Conte and Scott being your fans are kind of dark, bro. You ain't got like
It's okay.
We've got
It's okay.
him
We've got
back.
Kulusevski. We've had Harry Kane. They're all Arsenal fans. It's okay.
Yeah,
you can have one
also,
of
what's
us.
his face? Doherty as well.
Kudus, Doherty.
Kudus.
Yeah, man.
No,
come
but
on.
Conte
Damn.
actually was
It
Arsenal.
is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
Conte was Arsenal though. For real.
Yeah, that's what he's telling you lot now.
Darren Bent was Arsenal too.
Darren Bent.
Oh my
massive
God.
Arsenal.
Darren Bent.
Yeah.
Even till now.
Aaron Bent wasn't even one of us, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, he was an Arsenal fan. that played for
Leftover
you guys.
ass here, man.
He
He's our
signed him.
fourth choice.
No, he wasn't.
boot
He was
scrubber
good for you at
Berto.
one point, bro.
What?
He was good for
He
you.
was never the starting striker for us.
He was when he first came in.
He
right?
wasn't.
You guys bought him for big money. Fuad.
Come on. We had Defoe, we had King,
He was there
we
before
had
them, no?
Crouch,
He was there
we had
before them.
Canute,
Yeah.
we had
At
Berbatov.
times-
We had always had better players than
At
him.
times.
Why'd you buy him for so much money then?
Because he just scored a couple of cheap goals for us down Charlton. And Charlton went down, so we thought, yo, let me get this down.
Is on content every day on TalkSport. Massive
Shit,
Arsenal
wow,
fan.
blood. Yeah, we're doing what you got to talk Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Shake his hand and say,
Yes, big bro.
How good of a player was
man, I loved you at Ipswich, man, honestly.
We get your haircuts. Yeah.
How good of a player was Jamie O'Hara for you? Brilliant, right?
Bro, I can't lie to you. It's the most steady Eddie footballer
No,
ever.
but you know at Wolves,
And
he
I'm
was
glad
actually
he
cool.
doesn't gas
At
himself
Wolves,
up.
he was actually cool.
Yes,
Bro.
I
He
agree.
was
But
cool.
you're right about him not gassing himself up. You don't see
he
him
don't,
too
yeah, he don't.
much.
He don't gas himself
So
up.
now you know how good he is. You know, I've played more football matches with Jamie O'Hara than I have with any Beta Squad member. I've played over 10 matches with Jamie O'Hara. In
Five
the
aside?
with him. 11 aside.
The
Charity matches, but I've played so many games, like over 10 matches with him.
Even
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I
And
I'll tell you now, and I'll tell you now
bro,
for free.
the way he spray, bro,
I knew it.
the way he sprays it, bro, pings
Yeah,
it anywhere,
I knew it.
everywhere.
That was
we
the one
played
thing
a
he had.
charity match, wallahi,
He was
bro.
technically gifted.
Me and Jamie
Him and
Hart,
Huddleston.
me and Jamie Hart, the other team had Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
There was one game, it was Jack Wilshere, Jermaine Pennant, someone else. It was like 3 of them, and we only had Jamie O'Hara on midfield. He bossed them.
Fair.
Now, it's obviously all old, but still.
But for me, right? I don't remember Jamie. I don't remember his whole career. But there was definitely a year at Wolves, bro, where he was their best player. I can't remember if we kept them up or if they went down.
I
but he
think they
was
went down,
easily their best player, and it's because he was very technical.
Him and
he's not like Mulder, but
Obviously,
like
no.
But he was bought out that season,
No,
man.
oh, wait, right. He was on the other team, and I had a thing.
Wilshere and them.
Wilshere Pennant,
Yeah.
and then he was on the other team.
You know Ben though.
Couldn't close
I
him.
actually think he's probably the pundit now. That's probably the most underrated.
Who?
Ben.
Darren
All
Bent.
jokes aside about Darren. Bro,
Darren
Darren
Bent.
Bar Spurs was actually bro. He scored goals, man.
Oh no, he did,
Bro, he's got like.
Are you talking about player, sorry, the pundit? Hey, punditry or as a
He's a
player?
fine pundit. I think he's a pretty good
Yeah,
pundit.
yeah,
But as a player,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
Ben used to
Yeah, yeah.
bag
Bro,
goals.
He's in the
he
100
is
club,
the
though.
definition of a
He's in the 100
mid-table gunman.
Bro, Sunderland was it
Yeah.
Ipswich? He was at
Charlton,
Even
originally.
Charlton before that, yeah.
Bro, he's
He's everywhere.
Shout out
Villa,
Dan.
I think as well.
Yeah, he wasn't great at Villa.
wasn't
but
that
yeah.
good,
He got snubbed in the World Cup, the Field Walcott one. It should have
Twice,
been him.
bro. Even
Yeah,
2010. You know 2010, he scored like 24 goals.
Insane. Very good paddle player as well, by the way.
Yeah, good pundit too. My dad, he loves their show. Him and Goldstein. Bro, he loves
Yeah,
them.
it's great.
I can't lie.
I think the banner's great.
The Cundy and what's his name one.
Cundy and
John
you don't feel like a victim watching that. You don't feel like a victim watching that.
You just got. It's not me holding it. I imagine a lot of people that watch SDS. It's not me, it's who I hold it. Jamie got hold that one.
Back on Arsenal.
Cundy is hilarious.
Back on Arsenal.
He's brilliant.
Obviously, most people are predicting Arsenal to win again. Off that first game, is it like, are there clear signs, or this is like, okay, obviously also looking at the landscape of the league, but back to back is looking very likely.
Of
Or
course.
has anything changed your opinion?
I don't think anyone overlooks that. For me, this season, I think the two things I'm only looking at Arsenal for is how much are you going to win by? Is it going to be 10 plus points, which I think looking at the rest of the league, very feasible.
I know this is mostly because of Pep leaving and the rest of the league looking bad, but last season we were seen as like one of the worst champions, and now everyone's pretty much winning.
But this is my second point, where I think attacking you lot will get a lot better. In terms of, I think Arteta will let the shackles off a little bit more. I think there will be more games where you lot win 3-0s and 4-0s, I think. And I think that will bring the respect for you as champions. And I think, look, there's only 3 managers who've gone back to back.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Pep, Jose, Mourinho. And sorry.
Pep and Jose Mourinho.
Guardiola too. Huh? Don't forget Guardiola.
Pep, Jose Mourinho.
Hey, Sharks. Sir Alex and Ferguson.
It's like 2 a.m. Jose Ferguson.
You think you can just fool our audience like that?
Come on, man.
What kind of funny club are you on?
This is my 2 a.m. I'm getting up there now. Come on, man. It's my birthday next season, man. I'm getting old. Come on,
Next week.
Move on, man.
This is my birthday next week. I've never heard that.
That's a guy's gonna say.
It's not even next week, it's in a few days. It's like 4 days.
What I will say though is Arsenal are going to face like I don't want to be too harsh on Coventry or Frank Lampard, but I do feel their approach was quite naive. I think as a promoted side, and I understand Lampard is so strong, and this is something that he was criticised for at Chelsea as well, where he wants to play the perfect game as much as possible. But there was times when I'm watching Coventry when there's space to transition against Arsenal and they're recycling the ball and they're trying to play the ball the right way. That face killed me. I don't know why. Your mouthful was crazy. He was like this with his mouthful. What do you want me to do? How can I concentrate on what I'm saying? I'm seeing this looking at me. What can I do?
Come on, what?
I don't know. Alright, cool.
Childish, huh?
No, but I can't focus. Sorry. But if
Oh, you signed Luca, didn't you?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
maybe you might not
Sorry.
be in.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I didn't even get a green light from him.
But I do think that approach.
Lucas pulls up the studio like, what a wingy. I'm not signing you, bro.
Odin Wingy. It's like one of them ones, like Odin Wingy.
But anyway, that's actually
Bro, why does he put an Italian accent on everything, bro?
Even play Nigerian players.
why did Nigeria play like
I
that?
love him, man.
Oh, he's from South London.
But I grew up in Modern.
I love Luca, man. But I can never get over when people were like getting on to him about speaking with Italian accents and the way he uses like. Yeah, I love the way that Pirlo used to.
It's Pierlo.
I love it, man. Like I was saying, Coventry's approach was very naive. There was a lot of and Arsenal are going to face a lot more low blocks from most of the other teams in the league. But if Havertz and Odegaard are playing that way, obviously they're not going to be ceded that much space as they were given. But I thought Odegaard was really good. I thought Miles Lewis-Skelly especially was brilliant because Arsenal were playing through the thirds a lot more fluid. Huh? Well, if I had my choice, it would be, but obviously he's staying at Arsenal. But it was a lot more fluid through the thirds. Obviously, Bruno G being injured is not ideal for you guys because I thought he'd be still think he will be a very, very big player for you guys this season. But it was like I've enjoyed watching Arsenal's struggles with the title race of previous years. But I remember really enjoying watching Arsenal before that, before you had title challenging team, when the football was really, really fluid. And it was nice, I guess, from the objective point of view as a football fan, to see a lot more better football.
It was good. And who would have thought, obviously injury-wise, but Declan Rice starting the opening game of the season.
Yeah, even that's what you get rest.
He's an Iron Man.
It's mad, but he's ready. Like he wants to play. Obviously, at the end of the day, he wants to play. Were you gonna say something?
Pronunciations. You know, what did you call him? Martin?
Odegaard.
Yeah, it's Odegaard. Yeah, it's not Odegaard. Odegaard.
If we're gonna do it for the whole league, we have to do it now.
Odegaard. That's how you're supposed to say it. You know what I mean? World Cup pronunciation video, you lot didn't watch that?
So it's cool when he says Joel.
He's a new player. He's a new player. We know Odegaard. It's too late, man. It's too late.
What do we say? Matej Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Dias.
Hold on, wait. Why is this guy? You do it with all the French players. You're the one that does it with all the French players. You know. Oh, yes. Have you heard him say Henri? Oh, yes. What are you doing? It's Henry, mate. Yeah, it's Henry.
That's what he said.
I can't lie. Luca, my fault, man. What are we saying, man? We're not so different.
You do it with the French guy.
And then Faisal tries with the Spanish guy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Julian.
The funniest thing is when he starts Arabizing every name, bro.
No, but Faisal makes it up.
Yeah.
It's not
Arda Güler. Why is it Ayn? It's just Ayn. If you ask in Turkey, it's Arda. It's fine. This guy don't Ayn.
That's the thing, Faisal makes it up. I love him so much. As he goes along.
Yo, we got all the countries covered over here, man.
But speaking of pronunciations, we'll move on to Erling Haaland's team. Yeah, please.
Erling Haaland. Haaland, yeah.
Erling Haaland's team and his new bonnet. What do I think of it?
Oi.
It's like when you cut your dreads off.
I rock with
So
it.
you have to
You
rock
rocked it
with
well. Nah, you done it well.
You've done your dreads. I don't know how I feel about Haaland.
Haaland, look, I don't mind the haircut. I just think the way, the fact he
it
went
patchy?
completely to one or
Should
whatever.
go like a bit
No, but
long.
did you see his post on whatever it was? Like he
was
showed
short.
like phases of it, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
showed
there's parts that
phases.
look really good.
There were parts where it looked fine, and then he went like all the way
You
there.
should
Like,
have took it back to the Dortmund trim. The little
yeah,
comb
that
over
was
the side
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
That would have
There's a
been
lot of
cool.
stuff he could have
Yeah.
done, but
This is
guy just
proper-
went-
this is Mulder. This is Mulder.
But
Haaland.
this is
Mulder
like
Haaland.
Yeah,
this is grind mode trim. You know them ones like I need to
Why
get
does he
back
have to
on my
grind for? We just won the Golden Boot.
He lost his Premier League title. Them man there before. Huh?
Lost it the year before.
Yeah, but last year he lost it to you, man. This year's the get back here. I need that, and he should have done it Community Shield if I'm being honest. I don't like
See,
you
the
started
trim came
waiting
too
to trim come too late. You got to do that summer.
Yeah.
I need that while you're on holiday with the tan.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
also,
I didn't like the haircut whatsoever.
also, I mean, we're here to talk about another man's haircut.
Yeah,
We're
it's
talking about
crazy.
Saka as well. But I just think it's weird.
That one I don't like.
No,
I don't like
I
that.
think it was good. I think
Saka
Saka's was good.
actually.
Yeah.
Do you know
was
why?
really
Because I
good.
had fully been resigned. Do you know the picture that he took?
Yeah.
I was resigned to the fact he went one.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
alright,
be
cool.
real? It
He's
looks
gone, I'm
really
cool.
good.
And I was
I
like,
think
yes,
it
let's
was
go
good.
with
Yeah,
this.
it's
He's exposed his head shape.
Who?
I didn't know his head was that big.
Saka.
Saka, yeah.
He's a married man. What's he got to worry about, bro?
No, but I was just like, yo,
He's off the market
hype
anyways.
was with the head shape.
My thing with
I think
Haaland-
he looks good,
My thing,
Saka.
yeah, Saka one looks good. My
got
thing with the
unk head.
Haaland one, yeah,
Yeah, probably-
is he gained a massive new fan base here in the summer because of the World Cup.
Huge, bro. The US
Yeah,
love him,
The
bro.
World Cup, his long hair. There was even times where a lot of people were doing the fake blonde wigs. And like, remember, all
yeah.
Ben Black was
Yeah.
there. All that, like they're all doing
Margin boo.
that because of his hair. It was part of his brand, and he just changed it.
I like it.
Yeah, but it became part of his brand, though.
Yeah.
Like people were pretending to do Haaland
Even
hair,
Zlatan
blonde
was like,
wigs.
the power is in the hair.
No, you see Zlatan called
like
them.
good.
He said, block my number.
Yeah, he called Pep as well, to be fair. But yeah, but
Pep was
anyway,
watching Spurs. I'm like, bro, come on.
Brentford Spurs.
That's so crazy.
Bro, you have a sabbatical.
lie.
I actually have a sabbatical,
By
man.
the way,
he loves
can,
it.
Can we just have a? I'm sure we'll do it in the Man City segment. But that
We're in
dog,
Man
I haven't
City.
watched the doc yet.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
haven't
watched
only watched
it.
episode
Nah.
one.
bro, when you
I
go
watched the
home
clips, I
tonight,
watched
I
the
watched
clips.
Jose's one.
Yeah.
Yo,
This was better.
forget
Is
the
it?
Jose. I promise.
Jose's one should have been 10 episodes. That's why I don't like it that much. I like it.
I agree.
But
Do you know
it's
what?
just too rushed. It needs 10 episodes. It needs to flesh
Not
out
just
a
10
lot of
episodes
its
as well. I
stories.
felt like they focused too much on the triumphs and
Yeah,
not
I
enough
was
on
really
the-
looking forward to seeing
the
like
downfall.
Like
Yeah.
Man United, I wanted to see.
Don't
I
worry, man.
wanted to see-
I'm coming, bro. I'm gonna make a Jose doc one day. Don't worry,
Yeah,
don't worry.
you've been speaking that
Don't
for
worry.
years.
No, bro, but remember, the reason I wanted to
I
do
know,
it is because
I
I
know.
feel like he has such highs and lows.
Bro,
and
he's got
it adds
best
to complexity. Now it just feels like
This was just a glaze
Like, they
sesh,
should, like, for
basically.
example, they just flashed back and touched on his Barca period as a translator or whatever. They didn't really. Even that episode 1 should be
Yeah.
that because that builds the villain origin story. Episode 1.
I actually really came out of it enjoying it. But
No,
now that you
I-
mention
it
it,
was good.
but I'm actually agreeing with what you're
It
saying.
should've
Now
been
that I think
10x.
about it, we could have gone it because
Bro,
he
if-
has potentially the greatest story in football, the greatest
far.
villain arc of all time.
Everything, bro. He said Barca is my heart, all that stuff.
Ah, wow.
Years later, he's.
No, you're right.
he
We could have done a
Skywalker,
deeper
man.
dive. We could have done a deeper dive.
because he wasn't really just translating.
We
He was
rushed
doing
over
so
Man
much.
United, by the way. Man United was nothing.
Didn't even touch on United.
Nothing,
like
nothing
that.
on Man United.
Spurs didn't even.
You didn't need Spurs, you did all or nothing.
it's like he won
Yeah.
Champions League and he won the league and then that's it.
That's it,
the
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
It
And
just
now
wraps
I'm
up.
at Madrid again.
But this Pep one obviously is specific to the last couple seasons. It was also
my
like
God, the
they
fuck,
fast
bro.
forward a lot. But
I've seen a lot of clips. To be
there's
fair,
certain things here where I'm just like, I felt uncomfortable watching it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it
should this
got
be
dark.
out? Should we see this?
Go on, which one?
Look, like
When he
okay,
said,
now
"I
the
love
voice
the most
notes.
beautiful woman in my life."
notes. No, the voice notes.
like that.
No, I loved it. I loved it. I'm just saying, it got to a point where I was like,
Ooh.
should this be allowed?
Am I in the GC?
intruding? Yeah, like-
Am I in the
Bro,
GC?
there was some things that are like the level, like it went past
The
the
level
level
of
of
insight, yeah.
we should be seeing this.
Yeah.
It's
Yo.
like certain change room stuff or just like the voice notes that the owners were
I saw
sending
a
each
Cherokee
other.
thing. That was really
The
cool.
Cherokee
That
how
was
they
really
got
cool.
hero.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is amazing. I loved
Yeah.
it, and I was shocked that some of the things they allowed to be
a lot
in
of
there.
insight.
I really enjoyed it, and obviously it was just.
I gotta watch it then.
And I love that
terms of,
because
like-
I love that because you get to see how they felt when they lost the league, obviously. So that obviously
And how and also you don't really get that as like it got dark.
Bro, it got dark, and the thing is,
Really dark.
I love Pep. Like I admire the coach, the manager, even just how he is and how emotional he is. I admire it. This made me support him so much in the documentary that when Arsenal won the league, I was kind of gutted for him.
No, I
like shit, man. Come on, bro. One more goal.
When I was watching the Bournemouth game,
So just that sweet fan for us, old Pep fan.
and I was like, oh, and I was like, no, we won the league. But that's how much I like. They made me feel for him because you start to like really become emotionally imbalanced towards.
But
the
that's
end.
what makes people relatable. They're flaws, right? And that's why I felt the
but I think-
Jose one was too like it was too everything.
Romanticized.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
all
I
about
think, no,
the positive
that's
side of
the big thing. I think this documentary opened up to Pep. We always looked at Pep as like this tactical, this ideas man, this every minute he's thinking about moving the salt shakers and all this. This for me was the biggest thing that showed the human side of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I actually almost like respect him as a man now, if that makes sense. The way when he was talking about losing his wife.
The most beautiful woman on your planet. On your planet, I love my life. My wife. We don't lose my wife. We lost the passion. I want a team of players with passion.
I would have ran for a bit.
But bro, honestly, I always these are the best stories, bro. Like the most flawed characters are the ones that are the most relatable and therefore make the best stories. No one wants to see a story of a guy who wins all the time. His life is perfect. Who can relate to that?
It's very true. It's very true.
And it was like, even, I can't lie to you, even the whole Kyle Walker situation and how the way he just started crying in the dressing room of midway through a team talk, I was just like, whoa. I'll be real with you, I never ever thought about the concept of a manager crying at half time.
Yeah.
Because a player shouted at him or something like that. But then I was like, yo, he is that invested in them. Kyle Walker, by the way, your legacy.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That looks so bad on him.
Scrub. He ain't even top 3 all-time Prem right backs.
Even the way they showed, when he left. Because obviously he left midway through the season, even when they showed that and Pep.
Now he's in Championship.
The way Pep spoke about it and said, "Your captain," like just left you.
Because he mentioned, Kyle Walker mentioned in the previous, like earlier in the episode, he was talking about how you didn't want me to be captain. You can't tell me to get onto me when you did it because it was a vote by the players. Then after he leaves, Pep says to them, "You're captain." The one that you guys all voted for left you here. He said one of you man should have grabbed him and put him onto a wall, saying, "How dare you leave us?"
The only captain not to win on the Pep, by the way.
But by the way, me and Cam interviewed Kyle Walker a week before he left Manchester City. The interview never came out because he ended up going to Milan on loan. But bro, we were in we went to Manchester the day before when they had just threw that 3-0 lead against Feyenoord away and drew 3-3. This was in the period where I think they were on it ended up being a 13-game winless run, but I think they were like 7 games or so. And this was supposed to be the game that broke it, and they gave up a 3-goal lead. Bro, first and foremost, the mood around their training ground was insane. But Walker was the one that was probably suffering the most. The point that they were telling us, you might not even get him. Like he might even just sack it off. And bro, his energy during the thing was so off. Not that he was a prick or whatever, but he was so like we tried making it nothing about current. And at the end of it, bro, he goes to us. He's like, guys, I'm so sorry. I just have I just can't do it right now, bro. Like he literally apologized to us for being low energy.
Bro, like what that doc showed as well is like, everyone watches the trajectory and the rise, and we see the success story. This was like life after that successful moment. What happens? And it's like, you so rarely get to see the curtain behind at football clubs. Like that's why I love that doc so much, honestly.
But that's why the hardest thing at elite managerial level is winning over sustained amount of time.
Yes.
Right, bro. It's so taxing on the mind. It's so exhausting to go year in, year out, year in, year out. And then also, I think something that the Pep thing showed is how much he cares about his players. And I always used to say with Klopp, I felt that ended up being his biggest downfall. He had too much of a relationship with the likes of Henderson and Miller that he didn't want to let go.
Can't let go.
But that's why, like for me, what Pep was able to do for so long, what Fergie was able to do for so long, and be as ruthless, but bro, these are humans. You build relationships with these people,
100%.
and then you don't want to let them go. Do you see what he said at the end of? I saw the clips, right? And he's like saying, "Guys, this is unacceptable. I do this for you." I'm about to go to the media and defend every single one of you guys. I'm thinking, wow,
but it's mental, like you said.
And then guys are not running for him.
People forget.
Idiots.
These managers play. These are humans. Like it doesn't matter. Playing ability and everything, they're humans first, and anything can affect their playing on the pitch. Anything, and it's mad.
It's definitely the side of the game fans know the least about.
Don't see it at all.
They know nothing about it.
Don't see that at all.
And the fact that in such a tough time, he then signs another contract to say, "I'm not abandoning you guys," which made Walker look so much like, how dare you leave right
Walker
now?
left halfway through the season.
I can't believe
You
that.
see when he was talking about after they lost to PSG and all his coaches were just eating and laughing and eating and laughing.
He was on to them.
Laughing.
I love how expressive he is.
I think he's brilliant.
He's the thing I love most about Pep, anything I've seen of him, because we've seen multiple documentaries recently, like All or Nothing. This one is, he's so free. There could be 50 people in the room. He's just so, it's like he's the only one in the room. So even things like, like, I'm looking at going, I can't be in a room with 30 grown men
and just doing that.
And just doing like, he's just so free and he's so powerful. And he's crying in front of players, hug me now.
The chairman Al Khadoun is like, yo, we need to have words with him about rotating 11 players or something like that. But he's like, we'll do it in 3 days' time. And then he bumps into him and talks to him or says something to him. And Pep is like not in the mood, and he's like, I would just leave. Savagely. And I was like, yo, even Khaldoon is scared of Pep. He's so free, bro. He knows this. I could do what I want
But
when
he's
I
also
want.
a bit of a madman, and this is the thing with
unstable,
geniuses.
that's what
But
they said.
all
That's what they said
geniuses
in the doc,
are
actually.
flawed like that.
They said that like
They
Zach
literally
Landon
that.
No,
No,
but
I think
genius
is
and be balanced.
the sporting director said he's unbalanced, and they said the quote to him like, "Would you say you're unbalanced?" And he's like, "Yes." Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down.
They're all unhinged, of course. And this is in any field, bro. They're all, even Kobe Bryant, right?
Anyone.
He's a head case, bro.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
What he's willing to
How many guys
do
he fell out
to
with?
win
Yeah.
is genuinely, you would think, in any walk of society, this guy's an outcast.
He's a- has to be
But
an
it's
outcast.
what makes them like the 1% of 1%.
Bro, it's mental. It's just anyone to watch.
I need to
that.
watch
For
the
a
full thing.
fan.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
It's only a few episodes.
Yes,
4
5 episodes.
Yeah.
One episode.
3 or 4.
It's 4 episodes.
I recommend it highly. It's mad to see this extra actors that we don't usually get. But
Brilliant.
on the game, Enzo Maresca's first league game,
Yeah.
why is Gahey playing in midfield?
Aye.
Possession?
He played really well.
He did all right.
But why? No one expected that.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Maresca show.
With Nico Riley and Rico Lewis as like.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
it's
Maresca at
intense.
Chelsea though? He would do this shit.
Bro, Gusto was playing defense for him.
He would do this. He would do random stuff like this where he's just like, square pegs into round hole is my thing.
You caught live today though.
Yeah, of course.
Caught live.
To be fair,
I think they deserve to win.
I was just about to say
Exactly. No, you can deserve to win, but still catch life because even if you deserve to win, if that game could have easily finished 1-1 and then they dropped 2 points.
Yeah.
And no,
But-
a team that
yeah.
deserved to win but dropped 2 points.
But
Because
the
then 2
balance-
points dropped.
yeah.
So they caught life by getting extra 2
Yeah,
points,
yeah.
regardless. Not
Yeah.
based on performance, it's
Yeah.
based on when their winner came.
Yeah, by the balance of how the chances were created and like
Yeah.
there was a huge chance for
They
Haaland
dominated
right at the
most of the
beginning of the
game,
game. Like I thought City were, even when they were a goal down, I was like, City are the better team here. And obviously it required the genius. We're talking about genius right now with Pep Guardiola. We required the genius of someone like Ryan Shirky to come off the bench, and the guy is unbelievable. Like he's just the type. If I'm not saying he's my type, that sounds a bit mad, but that's my type. If I was my footballer, the
100%
archetype
your type
of
on paper.
footballer, that's my type on paper.
Yeah.
Me, I might take it for a chat, but I'm saying that is my type.
Sure it's about football?
For a chat.
Are we still talking about football here?
Yeah, we are. But I'm saying he's just unbelievable. Like the trickery that he found to find the assist for Guardiola. Got the assist obviously for Gahey, but outside of that, his link up with Foden, which is something that we saw even last season a little bit. We didn't get to see it as much because Foden did end up falling away. But he is an unbelievable player, and he showed, obviously, for whatever reason that he didn't start that game. And Enzo Maresca decided to go whatever.
His first game back, I think, was the Community Shield, so pre-season he hasn't been involved.
You don't really go crazy about it anyway. But
Erling Haaland didn't need to wait on the bench for that.
And by the way, Turkey played less minutes than Haaland at the World Cup.
And by the way, Ryan Shirky, he's learned now. This is his welcome. He has just been welcomed into the Shirky experience, right? We welcome you into this little cult that we
Don't
have.
leave us on the bench, you're saying.
Brother, Shirky is not a bench player at Manchester City anymore. No, this whole idea that Foden gets to play and then Shirky plays in the 10 and Foden has to figure it out and
Wherever,
find his
different
minutes
position,
elsewhere, bro. Shirky's a staple of this team now,
Yeah.
bro. It's
I mean,
Shirky and Haaland.
They signed him as a De Bruyne replacement, so just give him the minutes, right?
Come on, with what he did in the second goal I said it's like Iniesta. Like the way he has 3 players on his back, he's not even facing the goal, and then he turns and finds Vardiol. That's a rare gift, bro. That many players in the Prem won't play with.
It's like his goal against Arsenal last season at Etihad. It's just like a little bit of trickery and just passing to the corner. He's obviously got those moments.
creative genius.
What are his flaws then? Why are managers not starting him?
But the thing is,
what do you think?
What he didn't start with Pep, and then he became maybe one of the most important players in the team. It's the same that happens here. I think everyone will look at him and try and put him into almost a cage, a box of what he can and can't do. You saw even in the thing. Oh, we have concerns about his mentality, and they called it. I always say with North African footballers, they always end up getting stereotyped for whatever reason into one box of players. But Shirky, bro, like you're looking at a player for me. I told you off camera. I think he's the most naturally, technically gifted player in the Premier
You
League.
said in the whole Premier League, and I was trying to think.
Yeah. He's the most technically
You might be
gifted
right.
footballer in the Prem, bro.
It's not a high technical flaw.
Sure, but he's also like I was
that
saying.
it was compared to a few years.
The guy is as good with his left as he is with his right.
Sure.
So for me to put a player like that on the bench, especially for a City team,
I don't think second is close.
we don't have the David Silva, or De Bruyne here, right?
That's what I'm saying. The technical flaw is a lot lower now.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
he should be starting
10
every
years
game for
ago,
them.
someone like Cazorla was just here. Or
Yeah,
maybe more than 10
but
years
for
ago.
me,
But he would compete.
Ozil.
He'd compete as one of the most
But
technical
that's what I'm
players in the
saying.
league if he was there.
He is
anyway.
that
For sure,
he
yeah.
is that version of player. Like you think of, I'm not saying he's as good as this player because I think this guy was a joke. But you think of Hazard, what he was in the Prem at one point, the swagger that he plays with the technical ability. That's what
influence on the
Shirky
football
represents. That kind of player for Man City, and I think he has to be starting every game. And today showed why.
No, fully agree.
One of my favorite players on the planet.
Bro,
Unbelievable.
In terms of Man City going forward, though, you've seen them now in the Community Shield. Obviously, Community Shield doesn't have way too much into the season. You've seen them now in the first game of the season. Where'd you guys predict before the season started? It's only one game.
Had
I gave him
Second, I think I got second as well.
third or fourth.
I gave him second mainly
Fourth
because
is nuts,
I expect Haaland's goals
I
to
had
be
him
able to
second.
carry them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm looking at Maresca and I'm thinking, I don't know. I didn't like how the fullbacks were almost inverting. Yeah, it was kind of reminding me of what Chelsea used to do with Cucurella and Gusto. Rico Lewis being on the inside, Foden out wide. I was like, I hope he doesn't try and run that same thing
Yeah, he
he
had
did at Chelsea.
Rico Lewis was
He was
in
playing as a
positions
10, yeah.
where Foden should be.
And I was just like, bro, please stop this idea and play with what you have instead, because that's how you'll get the best out of this City team, rather than trying to force them into some ideology that you have. But I
They
think
still have
Haaland's
too much
goal-
quality for me, though, man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Haaland's goals, Cherky,
They've just
Semenyo's goals,
announced Buwadi, you know? Or-
Doku. Yeah, but
I
by the way,
think Buwadi and Elliot Anderson is going to be an unbelievable pivot.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm
might
so
take some
sold on
time
it.
to-
Obviously, it will take
that's
time, but I think by the end of the season, I do think in terms
By
of
the end of the season.
No, as in through the season, I should say. But why I say that is because I just think they have, obviously both have great legs to cover as much ground as necessary, but also the different variations in which they can progress the ball. Elliot Anderson being the more relying on the pass. And we saw, I thought Elliot Anderson had a really good game, by the way. I thought he was brilliant with
I
the
thought he was
pass.
okay. I thought he was okay.
I thought he was good. And you add Buwadi to that, potentially, obviously, we haven't seen as much. I haven't watched as much as Buwadi as some of you guys might have done, but I think he's got the tools to make a very, very good base of that midfield to then allow the likes of Shirky and the technical players to.
Buwadi's good
be
defensively, but I think technically, I don't know if he's.
Technically, he's
You're right,
decent.
technically.
He's
That's
decent,
very
but
good.
I wouldn't look at him as like a City.
No, I think he gets out of press well, drives with the ball well. What did you see in terms of technical?
I think in terms of 18, you're replacing Rodri, bro. I think this is the ghost of Rodri is going to haunt these two. I think this year, where everybody's going to keep looking
The
at
ghost
them.
of Fernandinho was on Rodri, though.
And bro, guess what? Rodri shut that down within 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
6 months? No way. 6
You meant
months.
to back me on the Rodri talk.
No way. We all love Rodri. That's just a
We remember Rodri, bro. We remember Rodri, Rodri Santo, and all that, bro.
Don't do that.
First season,
I don't
Rodri-
like this Rodri talk.
Why, the receipts don't lie, bro.
There was one man on the internet
Tweets last
calling him
forever, bro.
Rodri.
Tweets last forever. You can find them,
remember
bro.
what Steve called him?
Yeah, la ilaha illallah.
Hey, he's closer to that than Rodri, by the way. I said he's talking about him closer to that than Rodri, by the way. But yeah, Rodri first season wasn't great. And by the way,
He had to deal with that ghost.
also, I just think he's young. I agree with you. I think I don't agree with the technical aspect. I think Buwadi's a really talented player, but he is 18. That's he could be going to any club, bro. If he comes to United at 18, he comes to Chelsea. That's a lot. But I do think he's a really, really good talent. That in a year or two, I think we'll be looking at City and saying, yeah, they signed one of the best players in this position for the next 5 years.
I agree.
They did that with Ryan.
On
They did that with Ryan
talent,
as
anyways.
well,
Let's
no?
see.
They did it with Rijali, right?
They can't get it all right.
I was there with you, bro.
No, but you remember Zubimendi? We were having to hear about how we could be better than Vieira at one point. So I guess. I remember that, you know. I remember that. That was off the pod.
Where did you get?
No, it's easy. Not all of us run a YouTube channel, so I guess we can say things off the record. We don't get all the kind of
I've never said
I'll hold my
I've never
laws,
said,
man.
I've
Fair
never
enough.
said Vieira. I did rate mine. There was a stocks video. I put a lot of stocks into him, and I said what I did say.
Put all your chips in him.
No, what I did say was, which is mad. I said he could go down as a top 10 Arsenal midfielder or top 10 sign.
I think it was top 5, no?
No, 10. What I have to
Arsenal mid ever. Something like that.
Arsenal
Top
mid.
5 Arsenal mid ever.
Midfielders, I think.
Yeah, midfield. That's mid ever. Was that what you said?
That's what I said.
Just about corrects into the current top 10.
But then he said above Vieira. He said above Vieira, which is top 1.
Fabio, Patrick.
That is a journalist at work.
Yeah, that's good. He's good. Spin doctor. Spin doctor.
Vieira, you didn't specify which one, bro. Fabio, you know?
Yeah, it might be Fabio. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, we've seen. Yeah, I agree. Buwadi's. I think it's gonna take some time, but he's 18, so why not? But I don't know. The reason why I asked where you guys put them is I put them second. I know it's still very early, and we're gonna be having this conversation every week. But then again, Man United didn't look impressive either. We need to see Chelsea play, I think.
Yeah, that's
Because I don't know. Does anyone
I feel like every game, by the way, the big teams that played this weekend, it's like a whole spotlight on them.
Yeah.
What do Man United have? Okay, Liverpool. Let's see the era experience. Tomorrow, everyone is was watching Alonso.
And Lyes, I think it's going to be like that for the first 6-7
Until
weeks.
it starts balancing out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the first 6-7 weeks, you're not going to know anything about anybody because everyone's finding their fitness, players are molding in, and week to week, you're going to go from, you know what? Liverpool might be back. Yo, they're done. City are back. No, they're done.
What's
Yo,
the first-
Chelsea title, they're done.
What's the first big fixture? Because I know match day 3 is Arsenal Chelsea.
United City's on the 4th fixture, I
Arsenal,
think.
Chelsea then.
Yeah, I think it's you lot, yeah.
Game week 3. That'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Big test.
Oh, at the Emirates, yeah. I mean, 100% for Xabi Alonso.
Oh, not for Arteta.
I like that. I like that he did that. I like that he did that. And he's right. He's the champion. He's right. He's right. He's the
Coming to the
champion.
Emirates.
Yeah,
It's a
he
big
does.
test for Alonso. Yeah.
Hey, for Alonso.
But not for me.
Liverpool.
Well, I
Newcastle.
can't say that now anymore. This guy's on to me.
But you say it. I love it. I'm a fan of it, by the way. But not for me. Somebody call an ambulance. I say that.
When you explain the joke, it's not that funny anymore.
I just love that a meme was halfway through years,
But it's fantastic. He used it in the right.
I love it.
You know one thing, by the way, I was thinking about this the other day because I was watching what you guys were saying. You get away with a lot, huh?
He does.
He says a lot of
idioms.
memes, bro. A lot. Yeah, but I've taken the what memes? The brunt of it. Bro, what was it the other day that you said?
I don't know what memes. I know you have a lot
you
of
said
things.
one the other podcast and no one even
Yeah.
No, he said it. You said it last week. You said some internet meme and no one reacted. But I caught it, obviously, right? And I was like, But I was like, what? If I said that, everyone would have been like, oh, yes, goes again. It's cool. It just goes under the radar.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it.
That's what he said. It was that one. You went, it's cool when they do it. It's wrong when I do it. And I'm like,
If you said that,
Yeah, if you said that, I'd go, yeah.
you would have been like, ah, here he goes again. When Fuad goes, oh, what a quirky Somali. I'm like Shirky, I'm being racially stereotyped. That's what it is, bro.
Oh,
It's
Lyes wants to get race involved. Oh,
yeah. Read the room. God damn.
oh my god. Liverpool.
That's another one.
No, okay, it's just something I
Have
say.
you noticed that instead of size, like Lyes just says,
like it's a
now that I've said it, you'll notice it now.
No, I do feel I'm being racist.
Alright, cool. That is becoming character assassination. Let's move on.
Everyone's got little things. Everything's got little things that you were saying, which is amazing. Liverpool though, Anthony Areola's Liverpool also caught life. They were,
They really caught life.
they also caught life. Isak was getting a lot of stick by the Newcastle fans.
He was getting kicked a lot as well.
He was getting kicked a lot. He's getting booed a lot. And obviously the game finished 2-2. Desmond, of course, it was a Desmond.
What does that mean?
Tutu.
Desmond
Tutu.
I don't understand.
You don't know Desmond?
Do you know South Africa World Cup?
Famous pastor called Desmond Tutu.
Archbishop Desmond
Canterbury.
Tutu. And now everyone says, well, if his scoreline is 2-2, it's a Desmond.
It's a Desmond.
Okay.
There you go.
enough.
Learn
More
something
you
new
know.
every day, man. British
The more
culture.
you know.
Yeah, it's British.
Fair
It's not
enough.
British.
Oh, yeah. It's British or South African?
Yeah, British.
No,
British.
it's a British thing. Like,
British thing.
British.
do you know what I mean? Like if you
They'll say that in
if
a
I said to you now, I'm feeling a Ruby Murray.
A what?
A Ruby Murray. What's a Ruby Murray?
I don't know.
It's a curry.
Yeah. If I said to you, give me a monkey, what does it mean?
You're not getting me! Lyes said you are not getting me!
It's 500. It's 500. It's 500. Yeah.
£500.
See what they're trying to do to me?
Yeah, if I was going to get on the dog and bone,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm going to get on the phone.
Get on the phone.
Why don't you just say I'm gonna go on the phone? That's more words to get to the same point.
No, you mean here?
Okay, this one you know.
Logically, you're not wrong.
This one you know. Like, if someone goes, like I like your barnet.
That's like hair, right?
Yeah. But where's it come from?
Yeah.
Barnet fair hair.
Because Barnet is in
Barnet
North London.
Fair.
Yeah.
North.
And hair rhymes with fair.
Is that really where you guys got
Yeah.
that
If
from?
someone goes,
Cockney rhyming slang.
If someone goes, you're having a bubble. What's that?
You've said this one before.
You're having a bubble. What's that?
Bubble bath and it's laugh,
Bubble
right?
bath
That one I've
laugh.
heard
Yeah,
you
you're having a
say.
laugh. Bubble bath laugh. Yeah, it's Cockney rhyming
I
slang.
didn't Barnet though. It's spun.
Barnet
That's where you
Fair.
actually got
Yeah,
that
yeah,
from. Barnet
yeah.
Fair.
And if I said Shaib is up the apple and pears,
Apple and where?
Yeah.
Where's Paris?
if I said he's up the apple and pears,
Uppers and
He's
pears.
upstairs.
Up the
he's up the
stairs.
stairs.
We're learning.
You guys are different. Huh? Who cares, man?
It's starting to understand that it's not us.
Like 5 years in it.
Yeah,
This is
so
about it.
there's no. I mean, it's not us. We're not Cockney, but it's basically they kind of invented their own code language to evade the police. So they'll use
Evade the police.
or like for the police not to understand what they're
So
talking
hiding
about.
the coke in my barnet.
What?
No, they'll never know that it's in their hair or something like that. I don't know.
For example, if I tell you,
No, but if I was hiding the police. Hey guys, hey.
someone's gonna clip that.
What do you guys deal with in the UK, man? I'm thinking I'm back in New York,
It's
man.
not just always drugs. I'm saying like, what do you guys deal with in the UK? We don't deal with any drugs. We're football podcasters.
We'll get to me too. Guys, it was just an
Do
example.
you have more for us?
I was gonna say Bacardi Breezer. So if I say put the meat in the Bacardi Breezer,
Look at the freezer.
yeah.
But these ones are different because they rhyme.
That's
No,
what
but these
I'm
ones they
saying, but
rhyme,
you're
so it
getting
makes more
it.
sense.
But
But like,
the others rhyme, but what do they
you just
shorten
shorten
it?
that.
Well, if
So
I
someone
say-
says, okay, but this one actually, some of it has come into more
Recent.
urban slang, like
Yeah.
our slang, so from Cockney to things. So if I'm talking to him and he goes, "Oh, who you with?" I say, "I'm on my Jacks." What does that mean?
this one I've heard you say too.
Yeah, I say all the time, "I'm on my Jacks."
You're basically by yourself.
Yeah, Jack Jones.
Yeah,
I'm Jack Jones. I'm on my own. Jack
if I say
Jones.
I'm with my bag for life,
Yeah.
if I
Your
say
bag for life.
Yeah.
I'm with my bag, he called me. He says, "Yo, where are you?" I said, "I'm with my bag for life."
I don't know what that means.
I'm with my
His
wife.
Oh.
You see it? Bag for
Okay.
life.
There you go.
Okay.
I love this segment.
Yo, we need this every time Liz is on. I'm telling you.
I like that. Fair. I'm learning now. Okay.
Let's go.
I'm learning.
I'll leave some comments below. More Cockney rhymes.
Yeah,
There's
please.
there's actually
You guys
too
are
much.
different. Right? Fair enough, bro. different. I'm in my bag for life. That's kind of cool, man. I'm in my bag for life.
We're learning a new language, man.
Wow.
Where were we? Liverpool.
Who said Brits don't have culture, man?
They're all fish and chips.
Brits have more culture than, I don't know, most Americans. America's a new country.
Fine. Algerian, man.
You can always switch.
Why the hell did we get this from Liverpool?
We were talking about Liverpool, and then I can't remember. Some way, somehow, we ended up there.
Cockney rhyming slang. How did we get there?
How
Shabasa.
did we get here?
I don't know.
Bro, what
Desmond.
Okay.
Two to the game.
What a podcast, man. Honestly. What a flipping podcast.
So it was a Desmond.
Yeah.
And because Samosa scored that last minute. What a penalty as well, by the way.
Oh my god.
That much
Amazing.
pressure on the last kick of the game.
After the bullshit that we watched at the World Cup where dudes are taking 15 stutters.
Mental.
Smash it like
About
that.
that.
But that's him though, he just smashes it, bro.
Yeah.
But with accuracy. Have you guys seen a video that Red Bull posted? It was like footballers, Endrick was in it, Szoboszlai was in it.
Oh yeah, the
Neymar.
challenge. Yeah,
Very
Richard
good video.
Rios.
Richard
Yes.
Rios. I've seen the video.
Yeah.
And then Szoboszlai was the penalty one where he had to like put it in the small circle.
Yes, I think I did see this.
Bro, same thing. He smashes it,
Yeah.
but he gets it in
Yeah.
with this like it's,
He's
the
unbelievable.
amount of
Pure,
power
laser.
with the accuracy is
Ridiculous.
does with his free kicks and
Yeah.
anything. It's insane.
You noticed, by the way, now too, he's on every free kick, he's on every pen. This guy's
Yeah.
he's in his general.
He's just waiting for the
Yeah.
armband.
Literally,
He's just waiting for the armband.
I
I'll be
think he
honest.
should be next to
Yeah,
man.
he's got a laser on
He
his
deserves that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because especially because of last season and how bad it was. If you watch those Liverpool games, the one person that is trying to make
leads by
things
example,
happen
yeah.
is Szoboszlai.
He
Well, I
carries
mean,
himself with a certain
I mean,
level
look
of,
at everyone around him, though. I'll be honest with you. Like Wirtz, I mean, we'll have a different conversation on him, but Gavin Birch today disappointing.
Actually, we can have that conversation about Wirtz because there was a very
should have
funny
that conversation
tweet that I saw from Mats Hummels.
Oh,
Mats Hummels said
It's got a lot of bookmarks in it.
it's but 1.9 views. It's got
German Mats
2K,
Hummels?
2K bookmarks. Mats Hummels tweets today at 4:18 p.m. Since the PL started
game,
already, we're gonna see more than 25 GAs from Wirtz this season in the league. I'd even say more than 30. Just the league games.
So 25 or more than 30? Which one is?
You gotta make your mind up first of all. And I don't know why it sounds like Faisal as well. We're gonna see more than 25 GAs.
Yeah, GAs.
Now GAs sounds like such a Faisal figure.
says.
That's a Faisal is a minute. That's a
How many
Faisal is a
GAs
minute.
did he get
How
this
many
year?
GAs did he
I don't
get?
know if you want Wirtz to be the guy you start judging GAs on because I don't know if he's ever been a GA machine.
Wow,
like that.
Leverkusen, wasn't he like double
Leverkusen, He was
doubles?
decent, yeah, but I don't look at him as a numbers guy. In terms of, I think even his impact in games. I said last season, kind of sold my stocks where I was like, I don't see him ever being a Batman. The best I could see him being is like a very good Robin, in all honesty. And I don't think he has the personality, the character.
moving
And
like
they're going to
Alfred
do the
right
thing.
now,
Huh?
You're moving like Alfred right now.
Yeah, he's not even that wrong, but he's Alfred.
Pretty much. That's what he's looking at right now. But in the 10 role, I think bro, that's a lot of responsibility. and I think Soboslai does it better. I think there are other players who could do it better. They tried him on the left last year. This league, he just doesn't seem like he suits it. I'll be honest with you, and I worry for him, especially considering the money that they paid for him.
You had a lot of hope from last season.
I thought, listen, he was gonna come in and do De Bruyne-esque because both of them tore up the Bundesliga prior to coming to the Premier League, and you're thinking, you know what, this should translate well. Had good GAs, is joining a team that actually needs his type of profile as well. At the time, I thought. And then since he's come in, bro, I think he had that one January period where he really looked good at midway through last year.
Yeah.
Outside of that, he looked like a fish out of water. Today, it was the same, bro.
You know, the thing is,
like,
too,
he has these little cute touches, cute little turns, but it doesn't actually lead to anything.
Can I tell you my biggest issue with? I think did I say this on the podcast last year? If not, I'll say it now. I heard this great thing comparing him and Cherki, and it's that Cherki plays like a street footballer, and Wirtz plays like an academy player. But in the number 10 position, you want your player to play like a street footballer. You want, and the big word for me with Wirtz is personality. I don't think he plays with enough personality in the number 10 position.
Even when you compare those two, Cherki plays like he believes in himself.
That's what I'm saying. It's a personality. He
don't care if Pep, Deschamps. No matter what team I'm in, I'm the best guy. Wirtz, it's like he doesn't believe in himself.
There's uncertainty to his game.
There's an insecurity.
Is that one position when you need that?
You want your guy to have short memory.
You can go to Eden Hazard, you can go to obviously the Taraps and the thing. Whether they got to the top level like Hazard or whether they got to like Streets of Forget level, all those type of players are that. Joe Cole.
Yeah.
Another one, street baller. Sometimes we get in trouble because the manager didn't like what he done. Joe Cole told a story about Mourinho grilling him for certain decision he made, even though they scored. You're right. And Wirtz in that position should be more like that. Should be a little bit more arrogant with it.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. That's the word.
That's the position.
It's the personality that you want.
Because it adds to how you play.
Yeah.
And you're right. We feel like an academy trained footballer. You see it in their decision making. You see it in the pass.
Everything is the right. It's the right pass.
It's the right pass. But
Because the right decision is not always the best
I think
decision.
Odegaard's a little bit similar as well.
True, but that's why we even stopped looking at Odegaard as like a natural number 10. We look at him as like an 8. He connects everything.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe Wirtz could he become a guy who is just an associative kind of player? Maybe. But I truly believe if you want to be the creator in chief for your team, you have to be someone who's willing to try and lose the ball. But give me the ball back. Okay, I lost the ball. Give me it back. I'm going to do something again.
Trust me.
I watched him
Like
this
Bruno
game closely. I do think from a physical point of view, I think he's hit the gym. I think he definitely looks like he's a bit more physically capable of riding off challenges, which is good. Because last season I felt like he drowned a little bit.
It was too much.
But what I'm describing here is a mental thing. That's not something you can go in the gym and train.
Personality, character.
And I think that's. I truly think it's one of those things you either have.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You can't teach swagger.
You can't grow it.
And it's one thing. And it's one thing that can make you better than a player who you're not better than.
Yeah.
Like technically, or like you're not. Maybe there's a better. Maybe Wirtz is a more correct number 10 than Cherki, for example, in terms of maybe he, like you say, makes that right decision often enough. But in those moments where you can't have a coach to make that decision for you, you have to sometimes make the incorrect decision for the sake of the team. And you either have
you got to risk being shouted or going wrong.
You have that heart, you have those balls for it, go for it.
These are humans we're dealing with. They're not robots. If they were robots, then they would always make the right decision. They'll always do the right thing. They have no emotion. They have no personality. Footballers. Florian Wirtz broke the Premier League transfer record for a reason. He's an unbelievably talented
Quality is
football
no
player.
doubt.
You play for Liverpool, you play for Arsenal, you play for Aston Villa, you play for flipping, I don't know, Coventry. You are a Premier League footballer. Obviously, it's a bit of a difference in the top ones, but regardless, you're a Premier League footballer. What makes you from those top players to a special kind of player is the human side. It's the personality, the arrogance. It's
completely.
I'm gonna do this when the manager told me to do this in this moment, and then it's gonna work. I'm gonna score the winning goal, and then the manager's gonna be happy and get all the credit for it. It's that, and that you can't teach. Like you said, you either have it or you don't. Jude Bellingham, a lot of his game, what makes him so great. It's intangible things. It's not even the football pitch stuff. It's the arrogance. It's the I believe I can do it. Someone can have the same footballing ability as Jude Bellingham, which you now have understood how good he is, how great he is.
100%.
And there's players that probably might even be technically better than him.
Foden,
but they
right?
don't. Foden, for example.
Yeah.
But they don't have the self-belief.
It's the most important.
Yeah, the personality, the courage.
Yeah.
Courage is a strong part of this. Well, the courage to do things and go, I'm going to do it. Even as little as a meaningless game in the third place playoff and England were already winning, that last goal Jude Bellingham scored, I know, or important games against Mexico and Norway, it's courage, it's personality.
It will be me.
This is a human.
It's going to be me that does it. No one else is going to take this moment out
sometimes
of me.
in those kind of positions, you need that. It's
paramount.
I think it's a lost art, but also it goes beyond football. I think people nowadays, kids nowadays, or in that age range now, aren't as
the
The
instinctiveness
personality isn't as strong as it
is
was back
coached
in the
out.
day.
Yeah.
Even like day to day, like I meet people every single day. This is completely outside of football. I meet people every single day. They're viewers of mine. They watch me. They say nice words. We have a little conversation. Ask for a photo. They leave. There some mannerisms from 20-year-old young people now. And when I was growing up, it's so different.
Yeah.
Like, it's even harder for them to even hold a conversation. Like someone that it's rarer to find like a more confident, boastful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? From when we were growing up,
it's true, it's
you
true.
see it. And obviously, it's same as footballers. I don't know if it's just the era, if it's the telephones, if it's the TikTok, but it goes into football. I swear, they're so different now to what they were. I think it's a real thing.
No, I actually completely agree.
I think
No, I'm laughing because this literally happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Some dude came up to me and was like, bro, love the pod.
that's it.
And I was just like, cool.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
What team do you support, bro?
You had to initiate the
Me
conversation.
do the work for the conversation.
I
And I
know
was
this is
like, yo, what's
becoming,
this, bro?
I know it's becoming a live. I know it's becoming a live podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's becoming a live advice podcast.
I'm laughing because I haven't so often, bro.
It's the real thing. That I'm like,
No, the
let's
worst
have
is
a
like, oh, what's your name? They'll say, I'm like, oh, nice. What's your name, bro? Like,
Yeah.
no one introduces themselves anymore.
Yo, tell me your name. Who do you support? Like, give me something about
It's a real like just across the
Everything's
world,
superficial.
human
It's
level
superficial,
thing.
yeah.
2026 is growing up in these last 10 years different to
Yeah.
when we were growing up,
100%.
and it can parts of it can go into football because these are still the same. They're still 20-something-year-old.
they are of that
They
generation.
just play football.
Yeah.
They're just extremely talented.
Yeah.
But personality-wise, it's different to back in the day. I think. And
Yeah.
you see it. I know obviously you've gone off track a little bit, but it's just something I was thinking about. It's so different.
No, it's true.
Human on a
Very
human
true.
level.
But this is why,
Right.
even when clubs, because this made me think about what Rooney was saying the other day about how players playing for Man United, like
have to be checked
you should
extra.
even be doing like background checks on these guys. Do they have what it takes from a mental point of view to play for these kinds of clubs?
100%.
Do they have the personality to play for a club like this? And look, I don't know Wirtz, so I don't want to like come off as if I'm doing a character assassination on the guy. I don't know him. He might be going through something in life I don't know about. But when I look at him, I just think like there's a lot of talent there. You're very technically consistent. You got a good first touch, good pass on you. But there does feel like there's something missing in games. I feel like there's too many games where I watch it and he comes and goes. He's just there and you don't really feel it until you watch it back. Yeah, man. I don't think he passed
I
for
think
position.
outside of Wirtz, though, Liverpool showed in this game a lot of the question marks I had before the season started with the wingers.
So-
Is he going to come in and score the goals?
Yeah.
The midfield, the defense. I think
wing
the
backs,
fullbacks for me
That's a calamity.
showed themselves. Kirkez and Frimpong. Bismillah. People are
think
talking
that's
about
one of them
Iraola's
ones we
going to
just
come and
gotta
fix
get past
Kirkez.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
He
one
had
of
a
them
tough
they
game.
just got to charge it and just get 2 new fullbacks.
No, I think I said charge it and just deal with
No,
it.
it's like charge that. They'll flop signings and just get
Yeah.
I'll be real. with you, I'm
Bite the
baffled
bullet.
they didn't come in for Jed Spence and just let him walk
Same.
to 25 mil to Inter Milan. I was like, he is perfect for that right back position. The complete opposite with what they have with Frimpong. So you can, depending on the game, switch it up. But Frimpong and
Kirkez, I think Kirkez, I don't know, maybe because he came from the Prem, so I'm like, oh, let me give him more time. Maybe I'm being hypocritical there. But I'm looking at Frimpong more. I think Kirkez was probably worse defensively today because Elanga just ripped him to shreds.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Frimpong, man, and I'm just like, I don't think I've ever been as quick to just like say about a signing like this ain't
Rush.
it. Like,
and,
yeah.
and by the way, Uncle Allison at the back.
Goodness gracious, that first
Because-
goal was way too easy. Bro.
Hey.
That's not Alisson, bro.
I don't recognize him anymore.
No,
Like
for
he
real.
looks 7 kilos heavier. Bro, this is we're seeing the downfall now. Honestly, of Allison. Bro, they need a new goal.
And it did look
had
like
the worst part as
Liverpool.
Yeah,
Do
but apparently-
not mention Mamachvili because oh my god,
Yeah.
that brother might be worse.
That's another
he might
phase
be
of
the worst
cosign,
keeper
yeah?
in the Prem.
La Liga export.
Valencia. He was at Valencia. He was at Valencia. He was at Valencia.
What the f is that?
That's what he does on the channel. You guys watch.
Grow himself?
Yeah, man. Does he grow himself? Appears to be touching himself watching La Liga players, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that what you get on the his channel?
I'm telling you,
I must be
Fraser, extra
subscribed to
after
Basil.
Put that behind the paywall. Like, yeah, please, that's
Hey,
crazy.
Members Club on Extra.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why he does it then, yeah?
I think I'm mentally scarred from that.
Bro,
That was
come on,
I wish I
bad.
didn't see that.
I don't want to.
Don't let me start leaking what you do.
What do I do? What, even more yes.
Even more layers. God damn.
We got to do those on there.
Start.
I did feel that Rio came under quite a bit of criticism. I didn't think it was fair. He played out of position. He was getting cooked.
Someone put a speed compilation. It's in Rio Gamora on the right wing.
Man, that's too hard.
But don't you guys
when he
think,
played out of position?
No,
I think out of
I
position.
agree. But there's so many people this summer who have been telling me, oh, we don't need a right winger because Rio can play out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, are we just putting wingers on the opposite side and saying deal with it? Like, I understand, okay, 10 years ago, yeah, deal with it.
I
But
remember we were having that discussion when I was saying
doesn't happen
Barcola's
anymore,
joining. I still think he could do a job on the right wing. The problem is if
Barcola?
you're starting him week in, week out, in
yeah,
Gamoa,
Gamoa, okay, yeah.
I think you need to have a couple of options, in my opinion. He can't be the one playing 90 minutes every single week.
that's why I
He's
like
way
the
too
Minte
young.
League, though.
Way
The
too
Minte
young.
League, that's a real right
100,
winger.
I love
But they're
the Minter
signing a
signing.
lot of left-sided players, man. Like, Barcola left-sided for me, and Gumo left-sided. Are we sure Liverpool should be? Are we sure Liverpool should be looking to sell Gakpo? Are we absolutely certain?
He's got a
that's a good question.
No, but are we absolutely certain Liverpool are too good for Gakpo?
No, keep him, Walla.
Yeah, you don't want him. No, you don't want him first. But I look at Gakpo. He's far from Liverpool's biggest issue, man.
Yeah, but he was so frustrated. When I speak to Liverpool fans all the time, it's just about how frustrating.
I think
of
he's
a
kind of
winger that
become
he
a
is,
bit of a
man.
scapegoat, similar
I
to
don't know if he's gone as far as
Diaz got scapegoated at one point too.
Fair, no, fair.
Gakpo is
I don't think
far.
Gakpo's
For me, I think Liverpool have big issues in the center midfield. I think they got a big defensive midfield issue. I think they got big fullback issues,
Yeah.
and you can always use wingers for sure. Barcola's I came on the
There
show
are
and said
bigger issues
I think
at
Barcola
Liverpool.
he's a move away from really hitting the next level. He'll be great for Liverpool. But this idea that we have to sell Gakpo, I don't think it's as
I just think it's based on how frustrating he's been. I completely agree with you, by the way. The
frustrating,
first
man.
premise is that there are bigger issues. There are bigger fish to fry in this Liverpool team. I just do feel as though their mentality is in a season where Salah was getting 80% of the goals and there wasn't much contribution from other
Gakpo
people.
was what, their
He
second or
scored-
third
he
biggest
was.
contributor.
I'm saying even you look at that first of all, where someone else is doing so much more work than you. Then the season after that, when it's just complete capitulation.
Let me ask you a question.
I think it's a gameplay thing. More
Can I
than
ask you a question before you go?
Gakpo, I think, is going out for Minte to come in.
Minte plays on the other side.
No, I know, but they've got Munoz on the other side.
Oh, so they're going to bring him in.
Hold on, okay. Great. Let me ask you a question.
now.
Let me ask you a question. How many goals do we think Gakpo can score for Liverpool in a season? What's his
All
10?
Cup
10,
No, in the Prem. In the
15.
Prem.
In the Prem,
10
he can have a 10-goal season. He can.
That's
10
probably
to
like
12,
a 10 to 12.
Which is
Are
very
we
good.
sure Munoz is getting more than 10 to 12 goals in the Premier League?
No
Are
guarantee.
we sure
No guarantee.
Barcola is getting more than 10 to 12 goals in the Premier League?
No guarantee.
Are we sure Minta is getting over 10 to 12 goals in the
Very
Premier League?
fair.
Now, you can argue they can add something that maybe 1v1, they're a bit more consistent. But why are we acting like Gakpo is a scrub for Liverpool?
No, he's
I don't think he's an elite player, but
But you know who's
I
near
think-
sometimes? But
I think
sometimes
he's
you get
getting a
tired.
scapegoat a little bit, to be honest with you.
I think your analysis is fair. I'm saying sometimes it gets to a point when you're a fan of a football club that you want to see the back of a player.
But I don't think he's at that level. I don't think we're at that
I'm
point
talking
with
about
Gakpo.
from the conversations I've had with Liverpool fans. What it feels like, the vibe that I'm getting from Liverpool fans is that a lot of them, a big majority of them, they just want to see the back of him.
For
Is
me,
it the best decision? No, not necessarily. Not
He's
necessarily.
still one of their
I'm
more
more on
main
the side,
contributors.
yes.
I'm saying I just feel as though the Liverpool fans are just tired of him.
I think Bar Isak, who we can talk about in a bit, he's probably the player in that team right now that I back to score goals for Liverpool.
I agree.
Like
I
that's
agree.
so
I agree. He'll get goals.
for him to be the one to leave for all these other wingers. I'm not sure you have to sell him. I would probably keep him for another season.
Logically, I
Well,
agree.
Newcastle though, because obviously they've lost a lot of their big players, and they were this close to winning this game. Joe Willock obviously another good goal as well there. Obviously, we've only seen him for one game, but what about Newcastle? Do you think everyone's underrating them, and they could actually do something good this season? Or?
You can take any amount of players. Okay, not any. Let me go crazy. But you can take some huge players from that Newcastle team, and one thing that won't change, first of all, is St James's Park is going to be a difficult place to play for everyone.
Yeah.
And it will continue
That
to be
pitch
like
is tough.
that. It's a tough
a
place
hill.
to play.
It's
That's
a hill.
number
It's
one.
not flat.
Literally. Also, their style of play will mean they will create havoc. Like in transition, that Newcastle team were just some red arrows. Obviously, they're not wearing red, but they're just planes just flying in transition.
Them
And
stripes, man,
the
they make you dizzy.
the threat was unbelievable in transition, and that they will never lose that. You can take a Bruno G, you can take a Tonali out of that team, you can take an Isak out of that team. They will not lose that threat, and that's something that they're going to continue to have throughout the season, no matter who the manager is, because it's just in their DNA. Some clubs have a certain DNA in which they are best suited to play. And it's getting that ball over the top, it's getting that ball in behind, and it is just causing headaches for backlines. And
Especially at
Newcastle
home.
will have that at home,
You know,
especially at home.
that's one thing I was worried about with the new manager coming in, that they're gonna lose that, and
100%.
he's gonna try and maybe go to the other way,
Yeah.
and they start to almost, like Mark Hughes with Stoke, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they don't have that muscle memory of being that tough, ugly side.
being the mugs,
and I think
yeah.
Newcastle innately are always that team, but this,
Happy to lose this
I will actually I'm looking forward to see what this new manager does because I agree. I have Newcastle as one of my disappointments, underachievers.
As well.
But I look at their squad as well, and I'm like, yo, they do still have bits of talent, but they're just not the known, recognized talents that we're used to. But they've still got effective players and players that can be useful,
Especially
and they've got
style of
some youngsters that could come on leaps and bounds.
We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Osula was brilliant for that.
I mean,
He's had a crazy rise, Osula. Honestly, he's wearing the number 10 for them now.
Yeah.
A year ago, he was almost on loan to like
They
Frankfurt or
signed
something.
the Ivorian Bazumana Torre from Hoffenheim as well for quite a lot of money. Apparently, he's meant to be really good as well. Dedic, the right back,
draft pick from that horrendous remember team,
the Bosnian team,
the World Cup draft.
He looked good today, huh? He looked really good. He looked really good.
Yeah, I can't lie. He looked decent. Even Lewis Miley, I think, will come big this year.
Wissa had a masterclass today.
They played him behind the
Why?
striker a little bit.
But that's the role he thrived at Brentford when he was playing off Tottenham.
I actually think Wissa, his best season, this kind of goes back to Mbeumo, because you were saying Mbeumo on the right, but their best season came as a 2.
Them two as a team.
And
After Tony left.
it was Mbeumo almost as like the further one forward,
Yes.
getting on the end of things, which is again what I think he does best.
I think that's
and
what he
Wissa
should
playing
be
almost as
playing.
a second striker.
I'm with you.
And if you notice,
Wissa played as a second striker today,
Yeah.
and he looked insane today.
good.
His that whole Willock goal, by the way, I think it's one of the most underrated goals we'll see this season.
100%.
How first of all, how Wissa maneuvered his way out of that situation, brilliant. But that pass is a little behind Willock. He receives it, and then in like 2 touches, the ball's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
But it was the direction, the intention of his touches was so
But
like
bro,
you
to
expect
receive
maybe
a ball like that and carry it
and
on,
it's
and
ridiculous. The
strike
technique of it is crazy.
man.
But it's almost like when you get that pass out there, maybe you're going to try and take on your fullback.
Yeah.
I'm attacking straight at the heart of Liverpool.
Straight.
That goal
So
was
you can't
brilliant.
stop it.
Brilliant.
But he had that when he first went on loan to them. Remember, he had 7 games in a
Yes,
row where he
yes.
scored. Remember,
He's got a step up.
He's another athletic midfielder where it suits that mold of Newcastle with athletic midfielders.
Voltemada didn't come off the bench. though.
Voltemada didn't come on, yeah.
Yeah, he was warming up for a bit when Osula got injured. But then
Soboslai
come on.
scored a Voltemada penalty for
I
him.
thought it was an Eddie Howe thing, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
who
I
knows?
think someone that could be big for them this season, though, I think Elanga had a very, very
Finally scored his first
poor-
league goal for Newcastle.
Poor year last year. I think he owes them almost like
He's in a first
top
Premier
season.
League goal.
Yeah, he scored in the Champions League a few times.
Yeah,
last season.
against Barca.
I think he scored
wanna
against
say.
Barca.
Yeah, I remember that.
The new cap.
He's so fast.
Yeah, bro.
insane.
I was telling a friend today, I think he might be in the top 10 fastest players I've ever seen.
I don't blame you.
I think he's up there.
No, I think that's
He's
valid.
so fast. Bro, I think he could be like a sprint, like in a different level, he's a sprinter.
Please make that a YouTube video.
The top 10 fastest
Top 10
players.
fastest
But then how do you
players
judge
you've
that
ever
off
seen.
eye test or like actual metrics?
On the ball, off
No.
the ball. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Some
what
players
you've
can on the ball.
seen. So list a bunch of names and think, all right, Femi Martins, I'm thinking, Theo Walcott.
But Mbappe's there. Or
Mbappe's there for sure.
Mbappe, Bale.
Henry.
Bale?
Bale, come on. Bale?
100%.
Bale was quick.
He'll kick it and run.
What?
Yeah.
He was quick. Quick makes him sound like he's like.
Aaron Lennon, you see?
Lennon?
I'm thinking
But
like those
who
guys.
would win in a sprint, Bale or Lennon?
Actually, true. Bale's got those.
Bale's a perfect runner, bro. His
Country
technique
glide.
and his strides are really powerful. Lennon is like a blur.
Yeah.
But in a sprint, you know who else? Dembele. Remember when Dembele took
Dembele.
Walker on a lead?
dog walk.
You ever seen that? Usman Dembele. Have you ever seen that clip of Usman Dembele leaving Walker in the dust?
When he kicked in, he went off the pitch as well.
You know what's mad? I don't see Usman as like a. No, I feel like the injuries have cooked him. Don't
No,
get me
but
wrong.
this,
He
we're
was
talking about
definitely
peak.
quicker once
We're
upon
talking
a
about
time.
peak Usman.
Hey, Walker's actually a consideration for that.
I'm telling you, Walker in his peak, Usman Dembele skinned him.
Would Vinny Jr. make that list?
Top 10.
Yo, do the video, man. Do the video.
Top 10. Let me just show you the Kyle Walker.
I'm gonna tune.
We'll insert into the post-production.
Everyone thinks they're fast.
Oh, come on.
Look at this. Look at this.
head start.
Look at this, bro.
Wait.
Come on, bro.
Bro!
The dust,
Nah, man. Bro. Yeah. They're not both in a straight line.
See you later.
Oh my god,
Has
bro.
to turn and then they're
both
Come
turning,
on,
bro.
man.
Nah,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Nah.
He's fast. Anyways, he's fast.
He's quick, but I wouldn't put Dembele in that
Anthony Lang is
conversation.
fast.
He's fast.
Good analysis from us.
He's definitely fast.
He's definitely fast.
Van de Ven.
Yeah, it would be interesting. It would be interesting this season to see Liverpool, Iraola's Liverpool, this iteration of
Jamie
Liverpool.
Carragher tweeted out he was not happy with how the midfield was almost vacated with how much they were pressing.
Yeah.
And he had these same, not directly similar issues, but he had tactical issues with Arne Slot that he spoke about publicly as well. He might not be convinced about the
There's a lot
Iraola
of
method just
worries
yet.
in this Liverpool team.
Game week
100%.
Yeah.
And also another fun fact: this is, I think, the first time in over 100 years they're going to have no Scousers in the team. With Curtis Jones.
Isaac was terrible, by the way. Can we also say that? Why don't we want to talk about Isaac?
Isaac.
It was his homecoming.
put something on this podcast.
Yeah, he just paid me
I try
some
my
money not to
best.
say anything.
Isaac was.
I try my best, bro.
He put an
I
embargo
got
on
more
Isaac.
faith in Isaac than Verts.
Nah, he stunk still.
Oh,
Yeah, I
my
agree.
word.
He's
We're,
stunk.
we're expecting these two to hit the ground running this season.
If they want any chance of
Bro,
finishing
this
the
guy
top
thought he
four.
was still playing in a Newcastle.
That was one
He
and
was their
two.
best defender today.
That was 1 and 2. That
Do
most
you see how much there were lumps still kicking out of him as well? That was not a very good homecoming.
Did you see when he walked into the stadium?
Oh my god.
I was like, wow, nah, Jordies are crazy, man.
Those Figo
Alright, you see
You don't play with teams like that, bro.
60,000 Jordies just screaming in your face.
I gave you lot your record
Yeah,
money.
but it's the way he left.
Nah, you're right.
No, it's the way
he
threw his
left
toys
so
out.
disrespectful.
I don't owe you nothing.
No, it's the way
He did. He had like 3 years left on his deal.
Yeah,
Lookalike. He's back in his lookalike,
Yeah,
bro. He's back in his
I
lookalike.
don't owe you nothing.
Yeah, bro. He's not Somalian. It's calm, bro.
Yeah, he's Eritrean, bro.
He's Eritrean. It's calm, bro.
One of us.
Fouad, he's not
One
here.
of us.
One of us.
I know you call Fouad, but he's not here, bro. Don't worry. But yeah, anyways, we'll see how Liverpool do. Villa flipping now, man. We're not going to speak about them properly, but yeah, that was mad. I just want to add that. I had Fabian Hertzler to be first manager to get sacked in the last video.
Yeah. So, you know,
I didn't
someone
believe in this Brighton team.
responded to my tweet reminding me
Is
of
it,
that.
yeah? Wow.
Like, yo, get Sharky.
Doesn't look good so far for me, but listen, I don't
To be
mind.
fair,
I
we
mean,
said the whole manager, so look at this.
it was that?
So we said the whole manager.
Yeah, true. It's one game, and I don't want that to happen.
I blame João Gomes
I
anyway.
like Brighton. I just thought, was that?
I blame João Gomez.
But they already 4-0 down.
No. I blame him a lot. Well, I blame him.
They actually better
Well, I
with it
blame
off the
him.
pitch.
It don't matter.
You got a meme for this
Don't matter.
moment. Huh? You got a meme
Go
for
on,
this
go
moment.
on.
Wait,
We got
You know, I heard his mind working. I thought it was a meme.
I don't know me. This is ridiculous now, man. What the hell's going on?
nasty.
Don't put me on the phone with this clown again. This is character assassination, bro. Wow.
I'm sorry. That was too far. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna see a compilation and an Instagram short after this, by the way. You're gonna, all these moments, he's making a clip for it.
By the way, can we acknowledge how many positions has Hinshelwood played for Brighton?
He, I think, might be the most
Is there a
versatile
single
player.
position that he has not played for them?
He's played in every row. Like, if you look every bank, so
Yeah.
defense, he's played in midfield, he's played up front.
That's
And
so
he's
mad.
performed really well.
He's a really good player.
I'm trying to think who's a more versatile player than him because I used to think it was Gross.
Gross.
Pascal
Nah,
Gross.
and-
Pascal Gross.
Yeah, but
Versatility.
Milner?
He's
Milner
he was
Milner
played as a
Milner.
9 last season and scored. I think 2.
Milner played as
Scored a brace.
a false 9 for City at one point. I swear he was playing centrally at one point.
I think I vaguely
Bro,
remember.
Milner's played everywhere.
Milner's
Both
played
sides,
fullback.
fullback, in
Yeah.
midfield.
He just hasn't played centre back.
You know, Jack
I don't think.
Hinshelwood's dad is Razak Coleman's manager.
That's crazy.
But there
Is
you
he
go.
the one that's the fourth
working
generation?
The most
Brighton
versatile
player.
So
player in
his
the
Jack
Premier that I
Hinshelwood's
can
great
remember.
granddad was a footballer, granddad was a footballer, his dad was a footballer.
they all
and
play
his
for
uncle
Brighton?
His dad played for Brighton, his uncle, I don't know. But
I mean, Gerrard played a few positions.
But his dad's the Worthy
Yeah.
manager.
Nah, not even. He's
out.
nowhere
Gerrard
close.
played
He
what, right back, right mid, central midfield,
didn't play on the
defensive mid,
left.
attacking mid.
didn't play on the left.
Because they didn't ask him to. I bet he could have.
Hinshelwood has.
Mikel Marino?
How's he versatile? He played attacking
He
mid.
just
and
plays
defensive.
two
Rice?
positions. He
How
plays
the hell-
one position.
Didn't Havertz play left back? And he's played in midfield.
Look
He
at
got-
Saka.
he just
We're
played
just
two.
naming
He just
Arsenal
played two.
players, bro. What's
This
going
guy
on,
is
bro?
disgusting. Yeah. It gets to a point. It gets to a point, man.
Yeah, man. Let's just.
Do you know what I will say though? If Unai Emery
Who's the most versatile Arsenal player you guys have had?
Ever.
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Flamini.
No.
He played.
Who's the most versatile United player you had?
Maybe O'Shea.
yeah, definitely John O'Shea.
O'Shea played midfield.
That is actually.
O'Shea played everywhere.
Played
for
across
us.
the back
Did
three
Jones play
and
right
the
back?
two midfield roles.
Yeah, Jones played
Jones
defensive
played
midfield.
centre back,
Jones played
midfield,
midfield
and
against Real
right back.
Madrid.
He's
Yeah, we had a few. Fergie
had-
loved
yeah,
versatile
yeah.
players. Yeah.
Darren Fletcher played at right wing.
Chris Smalling.
Chris
yeah,
Smalling
right
played
back,
right
yeah.
back as well.
You lot
Yeah,
always sound specialist. I don't think you lot have.
We've not had. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've had any big standout ones.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got players that can play multiple positions. Like Declan Rice can play in defense.
Yeah.
He can play in
Because
midfield.
Zola can play across the
He
three
used to
attacking
love
mids.
playing number 10s on the wing. That's what Wenger used to
Oh
do.
yeah. Brzezinski.
He's the original wing fielder.
Aaron Ramsey. Wing
Aaron
fielders.
Ramsey played on the wing. Aaron Ramsey's played on the wing.
Nasty work.
Kleb, yeah.
First, I played his hat. Granit Xhaka played the defense sometimes. Obviously,
It's
high.
probably Saka,
high
you know. He literally played in midfield last
That
season.
is actually true.
Saka.
Saka's
play
played in
the
the 10, right wing, left back, left wing back.
Maybe
Probably is.
Maybe Bukayo.
One thing I'll say though is if
Go on.
Unai Emery gets
Oh yeah.
if he gets anywhere like I don't know, if he gets like 6th or 5th or something, I think that would be ridiculous with how much they've lost as well.
It's insane.
How many more times are we gonna look back after a season and say, What the hell is
Do you think
United done again?
Evans-
They've signed a lot, though.
I was gonna say they low-key had a very good window, I think.
Zion
Manzambi,
Goretzka,
Joao Gomez.
Goretzka.
They signed-
Are they gonna bring that? Are they
They
bring that?
signed Rugaria, left back to
Ruggieri.
replace Digne.
Yeah.
They signed
No, but
Garnacho.
no fair play. No, they had-
Ruggieri.
Nah, he's dodged.
He's better than
No,
what
no,
Digne
no, no.
is.
I know why he's dodged. I know why he's dodged.
I haven't seen that actually.
On the pitch.
Yeah, he's dodged
talking
on the
about.
pitch. Yeah,
Very dodged.
yeah.
Very, very dodged.
Nah, I've seen something actually.
Garnacho, Joao Gomez, Manzambi.
Goretzka. They're in talks with Nico Jackson. I mean,
That'd be good.
That'd be a good
yeah,
kick.
yeah. So it's not like
But
they.
if
Yeah,
they do,
but
because
they've
no one's
lost-
got them.
They've
as-
lost Tillemans, Konsa,
Yeah.
Rogers.
Yeah.
If he goes
Watkins
again,
off.
if he goes again,
Evan Martinez is
Yeah.
off.
It's a lot,
Someone
it is a
else
lot,
that's big
yeah.
as well.
If he
Like,
goes
they're
again,
5,
it's
6
an unbelievable
best
this is
players.
a big rebuild for
Yeah.
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 Digne.
if he's able to
Yeah.
get anywhere near top 6,
After winning
I'd
Europe
be
League, it's
impressed.
crazy.
I'd
I
be
mean, I can also see
Champions
it
League
blowing
football
up
too.
and like him just going, I'm out of here. But we'll see.
to wait and see.
Mateta, see, he's taking his contract to FIFA or something like that.
He's a weirdo.
What's he
Bro,
going on
I'm
with
so
him?
tired.
I'm not gonna lie,
Mateta.
Mateta's kind of
big
weird.
for
Though.
his
He
No,
is.
but even remember last
Big
season
weirdo.
he was trying to throw his toys out the prem and then he
Yeah.
failed the medical. I think at Milan. Was
Milan,
it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Mateta.
fries.
Right. I mean, you know what the thing is with Mateta? Because I was listening to Ollie Thomas, a Crystal Palace fan, who was talking about it. Palace have offered him many contract extensions because he's currently on 40K a week and he's 29 years old.
Yeah, he needs a big
and
contract.
they've been over the last few years. They've offered him many contracts and he keeps rejecting them. And then he goes to other clubs and asks for crazy money because he has never made crazy
Yeah.
money in his
Pricing
career,
himself
and they don't
out.
want to give it to him
Yeah.
for 29 years old.
Of course not.
So he's kind of in a situation now where,
22.
and then the failed medical didn't help him either.
100%. And the thing is, now you've completely ruined your legacy at the club where you built yourself, essentially. I'm just like, bro, I don't understand some players sometimes how they move.
Well,
It
he
is.
just literally, you're back in Isak, but the way he left was horrible.
Yo, Isak's
but
different,
you're
bro.
saying
different.
Mateta, he boycotted and everything.
Damn, you got
Isak's
Bro,
different.
he had like
But then
3 years
Mateta,
left.
I don't understand
Bro, he had
players, the way they move in
three
the
years left on his deal. This
But
guy
Isak's
boycotted.
fine.
It's like, look, he looks like
different,
Isak. That's
bro.
what it is.
Why?
He looks
Yeah,
like
simply for him, because when you look in the mirror,
You see yourself in him.
in him.
I don't see
He's
myself.
that much
With a
like
bit- a
Isaac.
bit
Isak
more meat.
looks in the mirror and sees
If he
blue,
had a bit
brother.
more meat,
Yeah.
he'll be.
I don't see. I don't see.
Huh? What did we miss?
Meat on his body, bro.
Readjust that. Say the line correctly.
If he had a bit more meat on his body,
Where on his
all
body?
over.
I said, you know where? You know where? Don't play with me.
Why does he
We
know
don't
so?
know
Why
why,
is
by
he
the
so convinced he knows?
We don't know.
You seen it?
No. That is not true. That is not true.
You watch my stories, bro. You don't see me in the gym.
I'm not in the. I'm not
You
in the
don't see me in the gym. I've been putting work in this year.
Are we still talking? What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me take this
I don't
jacket
see.
off.
I don't see Isaac. Though. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't see Isaac with you.
I don't.
I don't know. Like the
I
beard.
don't
Like
either.
Isaac.
That's
That's
a
the
combo of me and him.
No, it was when he started. He started growing his beard out, bro. He's
so
doing
he's
his
copying
best to
you.
look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's a Prem footballer, though. I'm older, by the way, and then tell me I look like him.
Quite a lot as well. I have to say it.
Well timed. Good delivery. Good delivery. Good delivery.
Come on, huh?
He look like.
Bryson Tiller. I swear that's what I get, bro. That's what I get, bro.
We should walk off.
That's what I get.
We about to see some corny TikTok edit with him and Dawn.
I don't agree. That's what I hear.
Who does he look like?
Gideon Zelalem.
Bryson. I'll tell you who I get. I get Bryson Tiller. I get Lakeith Stanfield, the actor. Do you know who it is?
Yeah.
Why does that sound
I've
familiar?
always said he would play me in the
Oh,
film.
yeah.
He's the one that knows
Yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I get him. Who else? I get a little bit of Amine, the rapper.
I mean, yeah.
Amine.
That one.
They're the three I
That's
get the
actually
most.
very good.
They're the three I
That
get
one.
the
Have you
most.
seen? I mean,
Yeah.
that's good.
They're the three I get the most.
You don't think so?
They're the three I get the most.
I don't see that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they look too Eritrean.
Yeah, he's super.
Nah, man.
Habisha.
Yo, we trying to say this.
What was that? What was that? Because that was like, you know,
The Eritreans, Somalians, you know.
that's what I was saying. It's the same. It's not alright.
To be fair, you look like El Canus as well. So he's Moroccan.
Kind of, bro.
You are.
Don't you think? Okay, the hair obviously
So it's
not.
Bryson Tiller.
You actually
Nah.
need to own the
locked his phone.
Ferran Torres thing right
I
now.
don't think so. I think Ferran, since he grew the hair out, I lost that. I'm not
Grow
gonna
your
lie.
hair out, bro.
it's-
He's just got a World Cup winner. Yeah, this is. You want to be a
But
doppelganger
you know,
right
see,
now.
Gal are saying
Get the
Ferran.
residual.
Ferran.
I'm telling you.
I think there was a period where
Right.
Ferran's hair was short. We were doing something, and now
Get
he's
the Ferran
he's gone to
residuals while his stock are hot.
Huh?
Get his residuals while the stock are hot.
Get his residuals. That's fucking crazy.
Right now,
I'm good, man.
Go to the streets of Madrid.
Paris, no,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
Paris, bro.
saying. Streets of Valencia. Yeah, I'm saying a little quiff back, yo. I'm telling you.
Nah, his stocks right now, Ferran. Bro, I remember when Sharky bought me that Barcelona shirt and they were laughing at me. And now that shirt's probably worth probably the same amount, but you know what I mean?
Who does abs look like?
Huh?
Who does abs look like?
He don't I just look so.
You ever seen the Men in Black alien?
You ever seen someone draw a Somali guy?
I'm so sorry, man.
I'm
so sorry.
Who does
Abs look like?
I get Sharky. I get Sharky.
Yo,
It's good pod, man.
punch him up right now.
Say Max Star was better than you, quick.
Tell me, bro. That's all the meme shit this whole episode, bro.
Put the camera on your face. Put the camera on your
I get
face.
Sharky.
What do you guys think?
Say it again.
Would you say you're begging it?
Oh, the timing was so good. Come on, 75% Sharks is crazy as well. The Shrine said that. Yeah, I don't really get it.
Hey,
Yeah, well,
this one was
we
gone.
could be like 3 generations.
No,
We've
facts.
said this before.
It's like Pokemon evolution, bro.
Like, evolution Pokemon.
It gets considerably
Charmander.
worse, but do you know what I mean?
You know, in Pokemon, they got regional variants. That's him.
Yeah, that's a niche one. That's a niche one.
This guy's become a Pokemon.
They got regional variants.
You actually?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, he's into the...
No, he's active.
He's
Him and
saw that's where the bread was.
Him and
He saw
Chunks were
Chunks,
opening
man.
50 packs together one time. I
He
said,
saw that's where the bread when he saw Chunks made the move and he said, yeah,
bro.
I'm invested from now. I hear it.
Bro,
You didn't watch Pokemon growing up?
I did, bro. When I was younger, that was my
Fair
thing,
play,
bro.
fair play,
For
that's
sure.
cool.
That and Lego.
Sorry?
That was my thing when I was younger. That and Lego. What's so funny about that? What you?
That's another young.
No, I said that was my thing when I was younger. That and Lego.
Speaking of things from our youngsters, do you not remember this?
Tamagotchi. Is that Tamagotchi?
Yeah, bro.
Why have you got Tamagotchi? I don't have it. This is his. I was about to say, if that was yours, you're 45.
Those were little when you were younger. Those were little when you were younger.
What do you lot know about
I had
Tamagotchis?
Tamagotchi when
You
I
didn't have a Tamagotchi.
Well, I had a
This is
Tamagotchi.
our
That's
gen.
it.
Yeah, you're too young for them.
Yeah.
I had Tamagotchi.
Nah, I had it because what? You're 1 year younger than me.
Yeah.
We had it.
We
It
had
was like it was
Tamagotchis,
about
bro.
feeding out.
What's
We had
wrong?
it, yeah.
Gatekeep Tamagotchi. They're not that good.
I'm surprised you guys had electricity when you were a kid.
This is the section of the pod where we roast each other. So if you're still here, let us know if you're enjoying it.
By the way, that gun.
You've never
I
had
don't
a
got
gun.
the I don't got the opportunity. Yeah, I have it. I'm a good user. I'm a good kid.
But you stored coke in your body.
That Jimmy Neutron quip.
What did you guys have when you were kids? Like, what was your thing?
Do you not remember the Pokemon cards? Game Boys,
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. That was my era. You lot got the.
Oh, you meant the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, you were there.
No, not the great thing. Game Boy Color.
Did you have a time?
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance. You don't remember that? Yeah.
PS1, Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah,
Ratchet and
yeah,
Clank,
yeah.
them types.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was closer to you. I'm 2 years older than you.
I'm the gap between once you get to 30, it's all the same.
No, the gap between, bro. I mean, look, the matter is, you know, way closer to you guys than him.
Don't do that.
Wait.
Don't do that.
Wait, that way was.
It's actually way. Like, it's actually the gap between me and you guys, and the gap between me and him is like double.
Don't do that.
Damn.
Oh my word.
Bro, how old are you?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
My age
Yeah,
of none of your
without exposing the gap between me and you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the gap between me and him, you know what it is. It's double.
Oh, no,
it's
you're
more than
right.
double.
Yeah.
Yo, you lot better pray you get to my stage in life.
Inshallah.
You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah.
Be grateful.
I've done well, man.
Not everybody gets it. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
done well. Like, I would have gone for a turkey
I've done well.
In this shape, look like this. Come on, bro.
that's true.
What's your skin gonna be
You
look
saw
like when
why's
you're
that at
50?
your age?
Hella good,
You
man.
were struggling. Why's that?
Oh!
Do you know what I mean?
Let me not talk about your legends. How they looking?
Now, though.
How they
He
looking?
looks better now, though.
Yeah, you better.
Is that threatening? Are you threatening Wayne Rooney on the pod? I don't know what that was.
I love you, guys.
What else is the guy? What else was
Random. Did you not ever have the aliens with the slime?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
You just stick it in
What else
random
did we
places.
100% we had that.
Hey, in the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
comments, 1%ers, let us know what
But these guys are kids. These guys are young. Man.
Nah.
Yeah, right now I'm playing with.
Let us know what random toys from your childhood you played with. 1%ers only. I know.
Good question.
There's a couple left.
Yeah, for me, when I was younger, Legos used to be big, bro. I don't know about you, but
I never
nah,
played with Legos,
For
I
me, I
swear.
remember we had to sing Bionicles, man.
Legos, Legos is big.
No, it's huge.
You know,
But I know it's
if
big.
you go try and buy certain Lego sets, they're hundreds of pounds.
Bro, I don't get it.
It used to be like that.
Do you
though.
remember?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you guys remember the little
True.
skateboard that you have with, what were they called?
Oh,
The little skateboard that you have
my
with your fingers.
God. That was actually how I got into skateboarding.
I was never.
It
into
was
that,
like
I'm not gonna
kickflips,
lie.
bro.
Yeah, they were sick. They were sick. Yeah, Heelys were lit.
My parents never let me get. My parents never let me get Heelys, bro.
Oh yes,
Nah, my parents never let me get Heelys, man. My dad's like, you're not getting that shot.
Definitely strikes me as a Heelys kid.
Nah, never, bro. My dad. I wish, bro. I wish. My dad said no, man. He outlawed that shit, bro.
Oh,
He
man.
said you're getting regular shoes, bro.
Did any of you ever have like rollerblades or skateboards?
I had a roller skating period. There was do you know before the recent roller skating
From
craze?
east, southeast sides.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude came out
Oh, yeah,
with biking, man.
You know, all roller skaters, man.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's a Southeast thing?
Yeah, they go backwards, they cross their legs and that.
Yeah.
But they go backwards.
It's a good
Oh,
skill
you
to
lot
have.
did a
Them, man.
rink.
The roller
too.
skaters
Yeah, and we never went to rinks though. We'd just be cutting through the ends.
in the streets.
Fair.
Yeah.
In Stratford, isn't it?
No, we didn't ever pull up to Stratford. Still, we had North Greenwich, yeah.
Ah, yeah, of course, O2. So you got, of course, you're roller skating, you, bro. Hey, am I right? You can ride a horse.
Yeah, I know how to ride. I was literally going through the ends, and I was in a place. I was in a no.
How old are you?
He might have done that. No, but I was going past, and I just remembered this place. I called my mum, and I was like, Dulwich Horse Riding School. Did I go here? Because I just remember a core memory. She's like, yeah. So I know how
I
to
love
ride
when
a
that
horse.
happens, by the way. Something just unlocks in the back of your mind. You
there's
remember
nothing
something
like
happened.
it.
Like,
So
I
you know how to ride a horse?
Yeah. I remember the horse that I had. His name was Jack.
I mean, is riding a horse like
Jack.
riding a bike?
Why for riding the Jack? But
No,
yeah.
I said is riding a horse like riding a bike.
Is it like
in
riding
terms
a bike?
of you never forget once you
I
learn?
have said a line bike is the closest
what is
thing.
it? A horse? It's a
That's what I'm
bike.
asking the horse rider. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely it's completely different. I'll be honest, because you have like a line bike is easy, man.
When was the last time you got on a horse?
Back then, bro. When
Get
I
out
was
my
a kid.
face. You can't ride no horse, man.
You think you can lose that? Can you lose? Do you know how to ride a bike?
I do know how to
You
ride.
learn how to ride. What are you doing?
No, I'm just checking.
That's Faisal did that. Faisal did that on SDS.
Oh, yeah, true.
How you gonna slot drop?
He was riding horse, but he wasn't riding Jack.
On his channel. not on his
Yeah,
The thing is, on his channel.
He was bouncing.
A couple more Cockney rhyme slang that are used a lot, but it's sometimes used in
been thinking about them
our
all the time.
lingo. Ab says a lot. What does it mean? We'll have a butchers.
Yeah, we'll have a butchers. We'll have a mooch.
Okay, let me figure this one out. Butchers.
We'll have a butchers.
Yeah.
Butchers, they cut meat, right?
Yeah, they do.
But I'm guessing we'll have a look.
full one,
So
yeah.
we'll have
Butcher's
a look. So what rhymes with
Butcher's
look?
hook. Butcher's hook. Look.
Butcher's hook. I don't
Yeah,
know what that
that's
is.
what it
Come on.
Butcher's hook. But we'll have
We're gonna have
butchers.
to butchers.
Come on, it's crazy.
this
You not
one-
being from here. Come on, I think. Why don't you know that?
This one we use like normal. Like,
Yeah,
but
I
if
feel like
you
you've
ask
heard
someone,
us.
if you ask someone if they've got bread, it's
If
share bread.
You got bread.
Buy me some bread, bro.
You got head.
You got bread.
No, that's not what that means.
Bread. Like what's bread mean?
Yeah, bread.
like what you? Oh, money.
Yeah.
Bread and honey, money.
That's
where
like
it
the
comes
bees and
from.
honey.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Because we say bread for money.
Yeah.
How much money?
We definitely aren't saying bread and
Of
honey.
course, we're not saying that's the whole point. Like,
No, but we definitely didn't start calling money bread because of
No, that's
bread
where it
and
comes
honey.
from.
But maybe for you guys. But people around the world say like bread is an
Do
act-
they?
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
this-
no, I hear
bro,
Americans
your whole
rap,
language is
rap,
stolen from us, bro.
Our whole language is stolen. I mean,
English.
technically, yeah, literally.
Hold on. He's offended.
No way. We made America.
Obviously, but no, that doesn't make any sense to what I'm saying. Though obviously, we took your language. It just didn't make any sense. Fine, I guess.
You took bread from us as well,
And
bro.
the word bread, literally, we took from you guys, but we didn't take bread meaning money from you
Yeah,
guys.
we invented that shit. Bread.
It might have
What are you saying,
It
bro?
might have done. I don't know. How much is a pinks? How much money is a pinks?
A pinks, I don't know, bro.
How much score?
A score?
Yeah, you guys are losing me again.
Nifteens.
Nifteens.
I went there. I went there.
we say it as well. But that's not from Hong Kong. That's like the streets, like nif. Like say a nif is like, a nif is 15.
Why?
I thought that was half in Arabic.
Oh, nifteen.
What's a Bennis?
Probably tenner.
Yes.
A score is 20.
20.
Well, okay, what, you guys said nifteen, 15.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this?
We lost the correlation a little bit.
What's a monkey?
My visa's ready. It's up there. Trying to stay on a good side.
I've loved this episode.
Alright,
One of my favorite episodes I've ever been involved in.
There we go. Let us know if you enjoyed the episode. It's been a great start to the season. 26-27 Premier League season is well and truly underway. Manchester United's title hopes might be coming to an end already. Tottenham back
Such a
in
good time.
Tottenham back in the relegation zone right now. They're sat there.
Clawing our way
Yeah,
out.
Tottenham back in the relegation zone. Go back.
Tottenham in the relegation zone.
Climb up the table. Climb up the table with the Tigers.
Will Mateus Fernandes become the first outfielder to get relegated 3 seasons in a row? Oh my god! And will Liverpool do much better than they did last season after dropping off? Will Man City continue winning form and Arsenal go back to back? And Chelsea haven't played yet, so we're gonna find out a lot of answers about their first game of the season. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and also let us know about the Cockney rhyming slang and what you've grown up on, and every other thing we've spoken about today, and what you think currently the environmental age of the young adults and their psychology and the way they are. What you think about that side of things as well. Because we
It's a
also
deep podcast.
this
man.
season, this season on the SDS podcast, we're going beyond just football. We're going to talk about life. We'll understand, psychology, sociology, anthropology. Haseeb studied half of those things I just mentioned.
You actually. And look how he turned out. It's crazy. You learn about humans and Africans.
All he does perfect his laugh. So we'll see you guys soon for the next week's Premier League Roundup. But in between now and then, we'll probably have another fun topic and game you guys can play along with. Check the Reddit as usual. Get involved in every conversation we have there. Start conversations. We'll get involved with you guys. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.